got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past.
And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a
reckless of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes. I'ma cock my nine and kill my mother. I'ma cock my nine and
What is up, chat? What is up, chat? How are you guys doing on this fine Sunday? This saltated Sunday, the very last week before we go into Monday and start this whole cycle again? How are y'all doing, fam? I hope you're doing pretty good. Because me, well, I'm meh. Nice. I'm glad to see that. Also, Spec, I got a bone to pick with your ass, too. Don't think I didn't see you in chat leaking shit. Don't think I didn't see it. Oh, what's her name again? I'm so curious. What is her name? What is her name? Pretty sure she would like a commission from me. Hey, Tendo, how are you doing? Hey, Silent. Oh, no. Silent? Okay. Yeah, I might as well just address this now because I know y'all motherfuckers are just clawing at the chance to know everything. I still gotta talk to Tendo about the 4 other ideas I have. Tendo's about to make bank off me, FYI. I do have the spec one done, which everybody knows. So the 4 other ones? Yeah, Minxie's not ready for them. Not for the ideas I have. I'm so evil. Anyway, today, guys, we got a lot to go over because holy shit, oh my god. We're going to be ranging from like fanboy content to maybe Ubisoft content, some more Concord redrawn designs because I know y'all love that when you see that shit. I mean, that's why I bring it on, so... Hey, Red Chaos, happy birthday then, man. Hopefully it's a good one for you, man.
Hey, listen.
When the most exciting announcement at your showcase is a remaster by the same people behind the Battlefront remaster.
Oh my god, ain't that the fucking truth censored? Bro, I swear to god, these fucking state of plays really need to be fucking re-looked at. Because, like, honestly, this shit is just boring. I'm sorry. That's just me. Like, you're not bringing out any of the big hitters like you have. All I see is remasters and, like, third-party shit. It's like, can we get something fucking new? Like, come on. Or, like, a remaster of an old franchise. Oh God. Excuse me, chat. Oh yeah, Rodriguez finding out that, there's actually going to be a voiceover for Shadow in the next Sonic game. Yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. And Keanu Reeves actually nails fucking Shadow pretty fucking good. Oh yeah, I know you too. I know you do, Altendo. I wish I had enough fucking energy to do a fucking Power World video, but yeah, no, that did not work out at all. Nada. All right. So before we start this little video to have some fun and poke at Concord, or I should say Procord right now, let me just say this real quickly. So last week, the cake came on the screen and stuff. Like I said, if you guys donate, and it adds up to 20, I'll put the cake back on. But if we get to 30, I'll put different type of cake on. Let that settle in. If we get to 30 donos, and it's stackable too. Keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. And hey, Shadow, hi, Oryx, how you doing?
Hey everybody, this is Critical Art 64, and today I'm going to atomic leg drop the dead horse that is Concord.
Yeah, we ain't done yet. Nah, you got a couple more characters
as
to
with
go.
the last two vids, I'm going to roast the design, explain my
Hey
sketch,
Fox, how you doing?
and show what my design would more or less look like in 3D animation. I will be redesigning Vale, Starchild, and Theo.
Oh, I want to see Starchild.
First up, Vale. She looks like if Lashana Lynch played Bizarro Jackson in
Bizarro Jackson, I'm fucking done.
Netflix adaptation of Mortal Kombat, where instead of robot arms, she has robot legs, kind of like the anima to Jax's Animus. And if they were to combine, they would create a Jungian Ubermensch cyborg.
Oh my god.
The baggy tunic and backwards cap makes it look like she's a male lady in the noted walking sim Death Stranding. And it's hard to tell if she has robot feet or if she's wearing like barf-colored toe shoes.
Yeah.
Here's mine. Vale,
oh, damn.
But instead of spelled V-A-L-E, it's spelled like Vale, since she's more stealthy.
Damn, she actually looks good. Accent. Hold on. Damn, she looks a lot better, too. I like how this purple sleeks right into the black right there.
Since she would be like an SAS sniper in space, I accentuated her braids more since that's the best part of her design. It would also be cool if the camouflage scarf that she has.
Okay, yeah, see, I could see how braids would go perfectly fine with a sniper, okay? I'm perfectly fine with that. It's magnifico.
I also made her legs look more obviously like cybernetic prosthetics.
Exactly. Thank you.
Mine looks like an assassin, and theirs looks like a post-apocalyptic male woman. Next up is Starchild.
No comment. Post-apocalyptic postman. Oh my fucking god.
Now, he kind of looks like if Kelsey Grammer was in costume as X-Men's Beast, and then a freak grease fire happened on the set and like melted the costume to his face. Or if like
melted the costume. I'm
Hellboy
fucking
took too much colloided silver supplements, which causes his horns to fall out and his skin to turn blue. He's an obvious direct ripoff of the Blood Brothers from Guardians of the Galaxy. Even though he's butt ugly, I kind of dig his vibe. They totally emasculated him with the name Starchild.
Thank you. At least I'm not the only one who thinks the name for this guy for Starchild is absolutely disgusting. Thank God.
Which is why mine is called Star Monkey.
Yes. Monkey. Give me the monkey. I want to play as him now. I want the monkey. Give me the monkey. I want monkey.
Reason is to rub the success of Black Myth's son Wukong in Concord's face. And
Wait,
two is
how
because
many
he is a
copies
former
did it
monk with a
sell?
third eye open, which is why
Hold
he
up,
wears
you
the
don't
visor.
flash that by me like that.
Everybody loves gorilla visor. Everybody loves gorillas with a third Black Myth Sun Wukong.
Holy fuck.
One reason is to rub the
Holy shit, 10 million copies? Yo, that's fucking crazy. It is a good game, though. A very good fucking game. It'll beat your fucking ass into the ground if you don't pay attention and, make a correct build. Oh, fuck.
Black Myth Sun Wukong in Concord's face. And two is because he
20 million, Spec? 20 million? Oh, my fucking God.
monk with a third eye open, which is why he wears the visor. Everybody loves gorillas. But before it was unclear what exactly he was or what direction they wanted to go with him, whether he was like an alien, a man, or like a weird monster thing. Mine has a tail with a small paw on the end of it, so you can shoot like a little gun with it.
Bro.
Here's the before and after. Reject modernity and embrace monkey.
Embrace monkey.
Last but not least is Dale. He looks like if Paul Rudd had a doppelganger.
Oh my
named
God.
Raul Pud, who works at Home Depot and plays on the company laser tag team. He's by far the most generic character in the game.
Oh, fuck.
Very non-threatening. Just look at my man Theodoro's placating smile. It's really pathetic and sad. My version's a little more dangerous. His name's Teddy. He's a
Yo, that looks like a that looks like fucking Solid Snake and Gambit got mixed together a little bit, just a tiny bit, just from the face over here, and they got aged down a little. Look at that. I like that. Maybe not the open shirt too much like that, but the rest of it, I like it.
Space Force grunt. Some call him a space cowboy. Others call him the gangster of love, turned mercenary. Theo's original design looked like he didn't take anything serious. So my version is also kind of laid back and unserious. He's really superstitious, does everything by luck. He could replace his arm with like a perfect replacement, but kept the old arm model since it's lucky. The back of his jacket has a patch with a killer mongoose biting a cobra with the saying, "Fortune favors the bold" in Latin. This guy doesn't listen to the experts. He's right every time, though. You know, there's villains that people
I'm
love
about to make
hate.
my
He's
say
a
myself
good
a
guy
damn
that people hate to love, if that makes sense. You know, people will tell him, "Hey, you can't go flying through the asteroids," and he'll be like, "Just did." Or, "You got to take this experimental drug to be allowed to travel through space." "Nope, not me." "You can't live on steak alone." "Can and do." He smokes Lucky Strike cigarettes, so that weaker country.
Oh my God, they could have like took all these designs and actually made a really cool fucking game out of this. Something that actually had conflict in it. But no, we got fucking Concord.
Countries have to censor it and make a Kojak lollipop instead. The man is proud of his abs. He's trying to stoop all the alien species that are of human intelligence or greater before he dies. And here's the before and after. I want comments from sad pick-me girls saying that he's unrealistic and that real-life guys show less skin, not to objectify him, and he should have a dad bod. Just all things being equal. That sums up this batch. Like, comment, and subscribe if you
Monkey. And I'm sorry, Spec, this design's so much better than the one that you like with Star Child. This it's Monkey. Monkey trumps. He's even got a lucky paw right there too. All right, chat. Time to stop monkeying around. Time to move into little greener pastures. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and do this. Should we go for Dreamcast or should we go straight for Harmon Smith? God, I need to clean up this playlist a little bit. So, should we do PS5 Pro sales? Oh, well, okay, no. Make this easier. Let's do this. Everybody type in chat. Should we do the Ubisoft video, get that the fuck out of the way, or should we do Dreamcast? Type it. 1 for Ubisoft, 2 for Dreamcast. I'm doing good, Yami. How are you doing, bro? Well, time to go beat the shit out of Ubisoft. Everybody's saying, do Ubisoft. Ubisoft. And yeah, I'm doing a Ubisoft video. I can't stand
As
fucking
you probably
Ubisoft.
know, there's been
Not many people, and the people that do follow me, like the content creators, are probably going to see that video and think, oh God, what is Guard doing? Is this free content? Is this content? Oh yeah, no, you guys ain't ready for this video. All right, let's see what's going on with a journalist journalists that raging over gamers over Ubisoft's downfall. Fuck Ubisoft. That's all I gotta say.
some major Ubisoft news occurring over the last 24 hours or so. Stuff that we also talked about in the second segment of the day yesterday. So if you saw that, you should be in the loop with everything. But just to recap super quick, AC Shadows has been delayed to February 2025. Ubisoft
Yeah, I wonder why you delayed it, Ubisoft. Is it you're getting a fucking, I don't know, a checkup? Somebody's hands up your butt right now and you're like, oh God, no!
admits that Outlaws is underselling, and in a message released to investors, Ubisoft addresses
Hey, well,
a number of
Yami, I'm
issues
just
of the
glad you're
company
here, bro.
and outlines some changes that they're going to try to help fix them. This following an internal probe also going on at Ubisoft to try and understand why the company has been failing so massively over the last number of years. And finally, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot. Did I get the name right that time? Well, he's made a statement saying that Ubisoft really doesn't have an agenda, and this
bullshit fucking lie. Ubisoft does not have a fucking agenda. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck has been the last 8 years, Ubisoft? What the fuck have you been doing, Ubisoft? What is your guys' grand fucking message? Oh, I'll tell you guys what your guys' grand message is. Appeal to the fucking people that don't have fucking brain cells to fucking think for themselves. And mostly the big one here, well, yeah, appeal to them and then milk them for the money, okay? You thought the casual people were going to stay with you, but no. No, some of these people are starting to wake up too and saying, good God, your games fucking suck. Like, what is the fucking point of buying your products if you're not even going to try? You're going to charge us fucking quadruple A. Like, fuck that. No. But yeah, you guys are definitely not pushing agenda. Okay.
particular statement has actually enraged a number of armchair activists and similar type of journalists. That's what we're going to be going over in this video, as it should be very entertaining, so I hope you're ready and let's enjoy. We start with Paul Tassi, who's responding.
Paul Tassi? Paul motherfucking Tassi. That fucking journalist that loves to suck off Bungie. Oh, let's see what this cocksucker has to say.
To Stefan Totilo, who said, from CEO, regarding polarized comments around Ubisoft, I want to reaffirm
that's
that we
true,
are an
Fiery.
entertainment-first company, creating games for the broadest possible audience, and our goal is not to push any specific agenda. We remain committed to creating games that everyone can enjoy.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're sticking to it. Yeah, Ubisoft, your fucking games have been sucking the last 8 to 10 fucking years. The last fucking good fucking Assassin's Creed game you ever fucking made was Black Flag. And that's it. That is it. Now, Prince of Persia and X-Defiant were fucking good, but you dropped them immediately. X-Defiant has gone fucking to complete fucking shit. The netcode, the shooting, everything has gone terrible with that fucking game. There's a reason why I don't even put that as gameplay anymore. Secondly, and let's be fucking honest here, you know what? No, I'll save that for the next one.
That being the statement from Yves that I mentioned earlier, and Paul Tassi responds saying, it is embarrassing, Ubisoft is admitting, that they're actually rattled by the culture war stuff over Outlaws and Shadows.
Wrong. They're not even fucking shattered or upset over the fucking culture war shit. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what they're upset right now? They're more pertaining to the fucking, what was it? The reviewers. Okay? They're more upset about that, Paul. They're more upset that they're not appeasing these fucking, oh my God, I gotta stop. I want to rip fucking Paul's head off.
He had more to say than that, but before we get to that, let me share my opinion on this. Just simplifying all of these issues into culture war stuff seems like a very odd take by Paul Tassi. Because this situation...
No, it's not. No. No, it's not. Because this fucker pulls the same bullshit with Bungie. Every single time anybody criticizes fucking Bungie, This motherfucker's over here defending him, whatever they fucking do. Oh, people are asking like, hey, what's in the season pass? What's coming up? And one of the developers come out and say some fucking off the rail fucking rude shit. That fucking cocksucker's over there fucking defended him.
Involves people in Japan talking about their country being disrespected, as they're also lied to by a massive corporation regarding their own history. But apparently to Paul Tassi, all of this is just culture war stuff. Now, if you're not familiar with Paul Tassi...
That's why I fucking hate Paul Tassi. Man, this dude is the biggest corporate cocksucker. He'll use any fucking excuse to protect these companies and pretend that he's fucking smart.
He's often been criticized in gaming circles for numerous takes that he's made over the years that seem dismissive of the issues people have with things such as DEI.
Yep, that's one of them.
For example, back when Ubisoft issued their apology to the Japanese community, Paul Tassi had this to say: when the hyper-forced pushback to your game is the not Japanese culture war talking point of you putting a DI samurai in your game, I would not engage with these people at all.
You see what I mean, chat? It's not because there's a DEI samurai in this. It's the fact that fucking Ubisoft came out and basically said, we're going to keep this as lore accurate as to the Japanese community as much as we can. And I can't even count the many times Ubisoft has disrespected this poor community. Like, I'm sorry. If Ubisoft, and that too, if Ubisoft was actually a fucking apologetic in this situation, why the fuck are you posting this in English? Why didn't you just keep it to the Japanese format and apologize directly to them? Nah, this is Ubisoft and their slimy little fucking tactics of just saving their own asses. That's it.
So it also looks like he has a history of dismissing the issues that Japanese people have with AC Shadows. This is, of course, just one more example. I don't want to go through all this guy's tweets, just giving you a little bit more context. It's a truly bizarre thing how many armchair activist types and journalists, etc., are in complete denial about the failures of DEI. In my opinion, DEI is...
I swear to God, if this motherfucker, Paul Tassi, I swear to God, if he defended fucking Concord, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
Is largely something that companies have tried to use for profit motives, attempts to appeal to ESG funds, and things like that.
So
whenever I see someone defending those sort of practices, to me, they just come off as massive corporate bootlickers. Now, as DI...
Oh, this is why I love this guy. He knows how to fucking read them.
Has been failing and actually been costing these corporations more and more money in many cases. The topic comes up more and more, and we see more people criticizing that stuff, as well as more people like Paul Tassi seemingly attempting to dismiss those criticisms. Another example of this, albeit perhaps to a lesser extent, were some of the takes that he was making during Concord, where he seemed to be in denial of sorts about the game's terrible player count after launch.
What fresh hell is this?
One more chat.
Excuse me, motherfucker? Did I even just hear you correctly?
It's been more than 2 hours and it still hasn't. I'm genuinely wondering if something is glitching. It's the 70th something most sold game on Steam, which isn't good, but like you would have to imagine there'd be more than this. No shit, Paul. But usually within the first 2 hours, you could see where everything's at, especially as close to the week. Oh my god. I fucking hate Paul.
Wondering if it was even just a glitch or something. It's like...
Look at this, chat. This is what I'm talking about. He is a corporate glazer. He is a corporate glazer. That's what I should start calling it now. He loves to glaze these companies. Have been waiting several hours for Concord players to break 700 and it hasn't happened. Paul. It should be fucking obvious. But nah, let's glaze this fucking people. God damn him. I swear to God.
It's impossible for some people to admit the issues with the character roster, and how practices such as DEI largely contributed to...
Hey Garage, sorry for being late. What have I missed?
Hey. Good old. Don't you dare. Don't you ever fucking apologize for being late. You were always on time. Don't you ever do that. Also, not much, man. We just dived right into this content, to be honest. I'm kind of like ripping Paul Tassi and fucking Ubisoft apart right now, so.
A number of issues with the game. Now, I'm not saying that all of the issues with Concord were simply DI related. For example, the price point in the saturated market. Sure, these were also contributing factors to Concord.
I mean, not even that though, too. That game was fucking boring and bland. Oh, look, the XYZ character could just jump from the fucking building and slam into the ground. I think I'll go play Overwatch. I'll just go play Doomfist. Oh, look, but they got this cool little sniper here that can snipe. I'll go play Overwatch. I'll just play Widowmaker. Oh, what about this cute little character right here that can move really fast? I'll just go play Tracer on Overwatch. Thank you very much.
Towards massive failure, but when you see people ignoring the DI-related issues as well, it comes off as ignorant or bad faith. And for those that don't know, the person Paul Tassi was talking to in those screenshots, Gene Park, who was also seemingly in denial in their own way, claims to be affiliated with the Washington Post. Anyways, back to the current news with Ubisoft and Paul Tassi.
Okay, you lay off of Gene Park. Gene Park is at least fucking legit, okay? Paul Tassi over here deserves every fucking piece of criticism and scrutiny. This dude is I shouldn't say it, but this dude is a piece of work.
His takes on this stuff going on right now. He added this to his other tweet, saying, Outlaws could have starred a guy who looks like Han Solo, and Shadows could have starred a guy who looks like Jin Sakai, and I do not think it would meaningfully change the fortunes of either of those games.
No, it wouldn't have. You want to know why? Because Ubisoft sucks ass at developing video games. I don't know who the fuck is there to make the mainline AAA games or quadruple A games, but they need to be fucking fired. As soon as I saw the gameplay for fucking whatever the fucking game's called, Shadow, it's right on the tip of my fucking tongue right now. The fucking new Assassin's Creed game that's coming out. It looked like ass. So many inconsistencies. Why in God's name is cherry blossoms fucking growing in winter? Why are that's what my biggest question was. Why are cherry blossoms growing in fucking winter? Why do the houses look slanted? There are so many fucking questions that I wanted to be asked, but I knew these fuckers. And as soon as I saw that hip hop noise, the song come on too, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. We're in a feudal age of Japan, and you're playing hip hop music? And then you want to claim that you're doing lore accuracy within these games? Go fuck yourself, Ubisoft.
I think this would be a larger contributing factor to AC Shadows. Star Wars Outlaws has a number of other issues aside from people just not liking the MC. For example, a lot of people said that the gameplay was just boring, especially the stealth segments, which is a large part of the game, and that you didn't feel all that much like an outlaw. Like, you were very limited in the so-called immoral stuff that you could do in the game itself. Of course,
wait. So then technically you can't even call it an outlaw then. Because you're not doing you can't even do the bad shit. You're forced to be a good guy. This is the exact reason why I do not want to buy another fucking Ubisoft game until higher ups and pretty much some of the regular developers are literally purged from the industry. I can't stand that shit. They are just Hey Richard, how you doing, bro?
There's also been numerous glitches, and these are just a few brief examples of some of the issues that people have with Star Wars Outlaws. But for Paul Tassi to suggest that having an actual Japanese male lead for AC Shadows wouldn't meaningfully change the fortune of the game seems like an absolutely insane thing to say.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker, yeah, I fucking loved Fractured But Whole, that South Park game. I fucking loved it. But, I mean, just soon as they started to keep pushing out Assassin's Creed games every single fucking year, on top of adding Rayman games, and you started to slaughter those, the quality control just went right down the fucking drain. And then you had some terrible fucking writing with the characters. It just went right down the fucking drain. Not too much, Nan. Not too much. Trust me, not too much. We are just getting started.
And once again, it also seems dismissive towards the issues that many people in Japan, many Japanese people, have with the game. It's really odd that Paul Tassi seems to have a recurring theme where he's very dismissive towards the issues that Japanese people have towards AC Shadows.
Yes. See, that's a fucking pattern right there. See, I came from the Destiny community way back then, right? And when you started to call people out like Paul Tassi for defending terrible fucking practices that fucking, that Bungie was doing? Like the microtransactions, the fucking terrible designing of their strikes and shit, right? Major gameplay loops that you guys want to keep people invested in, right? Mr. Glazer 9000 over here was protecting Bungie the whole fucking time. And then it like literally these people that defended it with Paul and, defending this bullshit literally got ousted by the community. Like, I remember this. I don't know if it's true or not. I cannot fucking say for 100% sure. But one of the community members' profiles on Bungie.com, or Bungie's whatever, the fucking Destiny.
These people golf about nuance.
Oh, yeah. They really don't. But like I said, though, literally fucking Lee. If you said, no. If you literally criticize them, you had a high chance that you were going to get reported on your account and your account was going to get banned for criticizing Bungie. I shit you not. There's a reason why I fucking hate the Destiny community, and I want those fucktards to stay right where they are so I know where they are and they can stay there. And I swear to God, if I catch any of those fuckers on Warframe, it's on site.
I do think there's other issues that AC Shadows has. I mean, there's clearly other reasons.
Base, Leon. Base. Also, hi, Leon.
Why Ubisoft delayed the game. The probability of them changing Yasuke at this point seems near 0%. So there's probably...
No, don't fucking change him. Don't fucking change him because of his skin color. Fuck his skin color. I don't give a fuck if he's like fucking... yellow, brown, black, blue. I don't give a fuck. Give me a good functioning game, Ubisoft. Give me a good fucking story. For the love of God, give me Spec Ops The Line again. Oh my God, that game was fucking God tier. I know you can do it, Ubisoft, but you refuse to fucking do it because you gotta meet these little weird ass quotas.
Other things that they're trying to polish, which also falls in line with the other parts of the statement that they made. Also, as I mentioned yesterday, there's also just a general negative perception and a loss of goodwill that Ubisoft has had. So perhaps
they've burned that shit to the fucking ground. Oh my God, I actually used to enjoy playing Rainbow Six Siege. Guess what happened with that game, guys? They started nerfing shit, and they would start bringing out new characters, so they're extremely overbuffed. And so when you invest into the new fucking characters, then the next character comes out, then they nerf that fucking character. It's like, my time is not being respected here. What the fuck? Oh, and then I used to really love playing For Honor, right? Season 1, I fucking loved it. I can't remember the name of the guy but he was like the main Kinsei? I can't remember his name. It started with a K. Used to love playing that guy. Till Ubi shit over here decided to nerf him into the ground. Yay, thanks. And I tried other characters too. I really did. I just didn't like him. I just couldn't get into the game. I mean, I did play that one big guy that did have his that big one weapon. He was like he's kind of like the ogre of the fucking For Honor universe. Boy, I loved grappling people with him and breaking their fucking backs. That shit was fun. Well, hold on. Okay, you know what? Hey, Edge, I like that name. I like Ubisuck. Ubisuck sounds fucking better. All right, someone's telling me to check General. Let's see what's going on with General. Wait, didn't they? Oh, okay. No. That's fair. That's fucking fair. Okay, yeah. No, they didn't make it, but no, what I'm thinking of is that Splinter Cell game. That's what I'm thinking of. You're right, Jacob. I'm thinking about that Splinter Cell game, the one where it's like if you play co-op with your friend, and then like right towards the end of the fucking game, spoiler alert, you guys can't even play this game anymore, mind you. But as soon as you got to the end of the game, literally with your fucking co-op partner, I want you guys to take a bit of a guess. What do you guys think the final boss was on there? If you were playing co-op with somebody, what was the last boss do you guys think it was? Blacklist. Jacob, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jacob. Yeah. Who do you think was the last fucking boss on Blacklist, guys? If you were playing co-op with somebody. Who do you think it was? Let's see who's actually played this game. I'm going to keep the video going. I'm going to keep an eye out.
Perhaps they're going to try and spend the next few months trying to recover.
Yep, Jacob got it. It was your co-op partner. You literally had to fight to the fucking death with your co-op partner in order to get the fuck out of there. It was some insane shit Ubisoft used to do.
Some goodwill, at least, before releasing AC Shadows. The point I'm making here is there's other issues going on with AC Shadows besides just Yasuke, but again, Yasuke is certainly a huge factor. All of this leads us to an article that Paul Tassi...
And here's another thing, though, too. What the fuck happened with co-op? Seriously, Ubisoft. Why can't one person be the samurai and the other person be the ninja? Perfect option to do a fucking co-op here. But no, we gotta milk our fucking fan base over here with fucking microtransactions. Huh, Ubisoft? Fuckers.
He wrote today for Forbes titled, "After Assassin's Creed Shadows Delay, Ubisoft Acknowledges Outlaws Issue, Anti-Woke Pushback." It's funny that he complains about culture war stuff even when that label is oversimplifying the issues going on and is also, as I mentioned, rather dismissive towards the issues at large. But then he's also going to simultaneously write an article that's like, oh, it's just anti-woke pushback. Seems like
he does this every single time, man. He does this every single time, trying to, nope, keep going.
this guy is actually propagating culture war stuff, if anything. The article goes over some of the stuff that we've already covered here in this video and others, so I'm skipping all that. And let's check out this section where he writes, "Then, Ubisoft surprisingly, tacitly acknowledged the narrative that its games have become too woke or agenda-driven, according to a segment of the internet." And posting that statement from Eves where he denies Ubisoft having any specific agenda. He then writes, while Ubisoft
any specific agenda? Yeah, the only agenda that they're having is that they want to make money as much as possible. You know, and it's not like their own developers, they have let off the fucking chain to shame fucking people. Right. Not any fucking agenda they're pushing at all. Okay.
Ubisoft already apologized to its Japanese audiences over some questionable promotional materials for Shadows. The pushback was also about the inclusion of Yasuke as one of the two leads, a legendary black samurai, where there was an ensuing debate of whether he was actually a samurai. And a stated
exactly
idea that
how
shouldn't be starring him at all. It's pretty funny that despite all of the evidence coming out that Yasuke really wasn't conclusively a samurai, something that Ubisoft themselves has
Shocker, he wasn't a samurai. But then again, it's Ubisoft. They never were lore accurate. But then again, they should have never fucking opened their mouths where they said they were going to make this game lore accurate in the first place. So this is on Ubisoft.
Also admitted, here's Paul Tassi claiming he was not just a samurai, but a legendary one. He goes on to write, there was similar pushback to Kay Vess leading Star Wars Outlaws as a woman, and a not attractive enough woman at that. So he's really not
getting... So, yeah, that's another thing, though, too. I'm sorry, but why do you gotta make such butt-ass, ugly fucking characters for? What is the purpose? What is wrong with having an attractive woman to play as? No, seriously, like, somebody fucking try to counter that argument. Would you like to prefer, A, to play a butt-ass, ugly woman, or B, would you like to play as an attractive, female bounty hunter? Man, I want a nice fat ass to walk around with, you know? Maybe I want to use some of my feminine charms to fuck with some of these other fucking bounty hunters. Holy fuck. Maybe grow some balls here, Ubisoft.
To mention that the main issue here was that Ubisoft made her less attractive. Like, they went out of their way to make Kay Vess less attractive than the actress that she's based on.
Bro, that actress is actually fucking cute. That's the fucked up part, though. Like, if you guys saw the actress that was, like, modeled after her, ooh, I would be offended. No, seriously, if I was her, I would be offended with
That's very
Ubisoft.
bizarre and certainly worth pointing out, but hey, Paul Tassi ain't gonna mention that part here. He then says, no historical accuracy complaints there, as it was pretty straightforward woke/DI talking points there, but it is surprising to see Ubisoft entertain this at all. There's
Yet motherfuckers like Ubisoft was fucking saying this is lore accurate to Star Wars, except when that dumb bitch fucking what was it? I can't remember what was it? Let me look for that video real quickly. Star Wars Outlaws Granada. Is it that one? I think it's this one.
This is one of the game.
Compared to previous.
It's a bomb.
Look at this. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Do you see the fucking blast radius? Do you see that fucking blast radius? It doesn't much how far you can fucking run from that fucking thing. If it's already fucking exploded like that, and it's quickly gaining ground on you like that, you're fucking dead. How? Literally, look at that. Hold on a second. Look at that, chat. Grenade right there. 1, 2, 2 steps. She got away from that grenade. 2 fucking steps. If a grenade rolled under you, chat, and you only got away from it with 2 steps, your legs are gone. Your bottom half is gone. Tell me there's not fucking some plot armor bullshit going on here. Gotta love it, chat.
There's another article I found that has very odd coverage, to say the least, regarding all this Ubisoft stuff. This one from fastcompany.com. The author Chris Morris writing, video game maker Ubisoft in chaos after anti-DEI backlash. The Assassin's Creed game maker delayed its biggest launch of the year, reduced forecasts, and is facing calls to sell in what is being called an incel victory.
Of course Paul Tassi's fucking ass would say some shit like this.
Okay, first of all, I haven't seen anyone say incel victory anywhere. Seems like this guy just made that up. And once again, I'll point out how these sort of people come off as such bigots, man. Dismissing the issues that Japanese people have with this game. Very reasonable and understandable issues. And then saying this is like an incel victory? Seriously? These virtue signaler types are so hypocritical. And they're also just weird. I mean, who even talks like that? Oh, it's an incel victory. Like, either this guy made that up, or this must be some, like, terminally online Redditor talk here or something. Moving on.
It's Redditor talk. It's both. It's both. Don't sugarcoat it. Because you know Paul Tassi's going to fucking eat it up and spit it out like sour. Just, nah. It's both.
Because, spoiler alert, it's as bad in the article itself, or arguably even worse. He pulls out the classic, oh, the backlash is just from the far right. My gosh, these people are boring with their rhetoric, saying the same nonsense for years and years and
Nah, Dawnbreaker, I have not seen that shit at all.
years, and they wonder why people don't listen to them anymore. Check it out. Right here he says,
I just thought of something, too. Thank you, Hell, for doing that, too. You know, these are the same people that would love to go down our fucking throats about us being colonizers. But what are these fuckers doing, guys? They're over here rewriting history, pretending to be, you know, the righteous ones, saying that, you're wrong about their history. And they're profiting from it. But we're the colonizers.
Bookings shortfall was technically due to the delay and disappointing sales of Star Wars Outlaws. However, the underlying reason for both of those, at least in part, is the far-right opposition to diversity and inclusion. Oh my gosh, what a joke. Yeah, diversity and inclusion, something that corporations love to gaslight people about. Oh, hey, we really care about this stuff. Not really. We just want...
They never do. They're just trying to cater to as much people as they can. That's all the fucks they give.
Money. But hey, if you criticize these corporations, you're apparently far right for criticizing corruption.
God, far fucking right. For criticizing their shitty little game, their poor design, and poor decisions, mind you. We're far fucking right. You know what? I've got everybody got a question. This one's gonna be a fucking doozy. If someone could get this right, I will fucking send gifted memberships to chat right now. Free memberships for everybody. Can anybody here guess my political alignment? I'm not trying to get political here, but I want to see if my how well you guys know me. If you guess this right, I'll give 10 to chat. See, I took 5 tests, chat, on like a, what was it? A political test. See where I land on the political spectrum, right? Am I a centrist? Am I a liberal? Am I a Republican? Am I a Democrat? I took 5 tests over 5 years because I never got a straight answer. It came back unknown. It came back unfucking known. I kind of just sat there like, okay, sure, whatever. It's so fucking weird too. I came from a family of Republicans too, that the conservatives too, that enjoy the type of normal stuff, and they see this shit and they're just like, you sure we raised you? Are you sure about that, Gara? I'm like, yeah, I'm just a weird motherfucker. I'm just weird. Give me a quick second, chat. I got to take care of something real quick. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Family needed some help real quickly, so I just stepped away for a couple minutes to go help. I may have to step away again to go help, but, you know, that's dependent on them if they need help. Anyway, let's get back to this absolute, well, fest of a culture thing.
Incorporations. He goes
Hey,
on
Judge.
to say, Outlaws, which has a female lead character, received mostly solid reviews from professional critics. Oh, professional critics. But many players gave it a 0 rating out of 10 on Metacritic, citing quote-unquote forced DI narratives, and claiming the developers, quote, spent more time on the woke culture than on the story and gameplay, unquote. Some players were also unhappy with the optional Season Pass model that tacked an additional $40 onto the game's price for extra missions. The review bombing, driven by anti-DI backlash, seemingly worked and set off a chain of events that led to Wednesday's announcement.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and blame the DEI of people, everybody screaming at them, but it's not the fact that the game looked absolutely horrible. The design of the world just looks absolutely horrible. Oh my god, I could go on for freaking hours. The design of the characters looked absolutely terrible. I don't know when Braids decided to come in for characters, but did even back then, did the characters even have braids around that time in the feudal age? I don't remember. But there are so many fucking things wrong with the game. DEI is one of the least of the problems. I thought so. It's these little things that if you just pay close attention, you'll start to notice some things like none of this makes sense. None.
I forgot to mention this. In the intro of the article, he says, Ubisoft abruptly canceled its appearance at the Tokyo Game Show and postponed all press previews of the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows. Wednesday, we learned why. Anti-DI backlash has sent the company spinning. So for one, as funny as that is, there's also a lot more going on with Ubisoft than the anti-DI stuff. Like, for example, they've been mismanaged heavily for years.
Ding, ding, ding. Number one, right there.
Leave it up to this so-called journalist veteran to not acknowledge that and to try and smear all of the Ubisoft critics as a bunch of far-right incels as he seemingly...
Thank you. I thought I was absolutely insane for years. Okay, Chad? I thought I was insane. But I'm so glad other people are catching on to fucking Paul Tassi and his little fucking BS that he pulls. This is the BS that he's pulled for years with the Destiny community.
Attempts to defend this massive corrupt corporation. And that's about all that I have to say on this topic. Just truly bizarre stuff from these journalists. However, I suppose that's to be expected in this day and age.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Fucking cool. Alright, chat. We got plenty of more content to go through. So, shall we go over a video called The Reason Why... shall we do Puerto Rico Rock? That for one. Or B, shall we go right for Harmon? Which one should we do, chat? One or two? Chat, am I the only motherfucker in town that covers Harmon? Like, I got to know. Am I the only dude that covers Harmon? Oh, I mean, Alex does it during streams, but I'm talking about, like, me full on with Harmon. Oh, I forgot Klutzy does it too. Okay, no, fair enough. Gar's shutting his fat fucking mouth on that one. Ghost of Tsushima Suiko goes woke. Wait. Is that the right one I was looking for? This is the one I wanted. This is the one. Gamers in denial that Elden Ring, Space Marine 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Baldur's Gate 3 are woke. Okay, Harmon.
One of the really interesting things I've noticed as I become increasingly anti-DEI, right? Meaning I'm against the people who are against.
I also see you're anti-shower. And also anti-getting yourself some better clothes. Look at your shirt, bro. It's stretched out. Throw that away.
Clussy and Gora off the cake win.
Wait. What do you mean by that? You got to be careful with that because I know Censored Liz got some shit going on with that. Also, there's already cake been made of us, and it's kind of my fault.
DEI, right? One of the weird things I've noticed in regards to this countercultural
Also, thank you for the
community is
first
how
time
they really
chat
try
donation. Blech.
and seem to gaslight people into arguing what is and isn't woke, right? So
it's pretty obvious what is woke and not woke, Carmen. It should be plain as fucking day, especially your Deku Tree take.
something like Elden Ring isn't woke because, like, oh, it's a masterpiece, it's a genuinely good game.
Yet I bet this bum would defend Pokemon hiring a DEI consultant, only cause its precious Nintendo and Pokemon Company.
Yep, I'll bet you he'll defend that too. Good God, the next Pokemon game, oh God, that's going to be an absolute fucking mess. But again, Harmon, can you prove Elden Ring's woke? Even though you literally got fucking filtered? You barely got through the first fucking half, and you got filtered on top of that. Can you, like, explain it to me? How it's woke? I'll bet you about a good portion of my money, chat, he doesn't know. Oh, I'll bet you his argument's gonna be that, I'll bet you guys some freaking money. It's about fucking, what was his name? The freaking fanboy. The dude that was on top of Rodon. I can't remember if Spec's gonna get me. I can just feel it right now. He's probably screaming into his freaking phone right now. Oh, man.
Completely ignoring all the gayness in
Mikola,
the game.
thank you.
Completely ignoring the final boss in the DLC. Completely ignoring the lore implications. Elden Ring is not only woke, it's probably one of the most woke games in recent memory, right? It was a complete train wreck, right? You even had gender A and gender B on there, but...
Oh, boo fucking who? Oh, Chad. I just remembered something. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Much better. Let's see. What was the rest of it? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet customization? You want to notice something, guys? You know what I noticed, guys? Let me know if anybody notices. Anybody notice? Anybody want to take a notice? Anybody take a notice? It's right in your fucking face. And he wants to bash Elden Ring? When his precious little Pokemon in front of his face too. That's the funny part. In front of his fucking face too. That he capped for this game so hard. But there's no gender fucking options. So easy to deflate his little argument.
Nobody brought that up because, like, oh no, From Slop is based. Like, it was completely laughable, right? And after playing the game, I picked up on this immediately, but the wider community doesn't seem willing to.
After you picked up the game, you noticed it. It's been like, what, 3 months, Harmon? Since you last played it? Yeah, you definitely picked it up immediately.
Acknowledge it, right? Like, nobody wants to acknowledge that the good games have completely gone off the rails and are trying to implement woke stuff. You know, I've talked about this in regard to the Yak.
Name the good games, Harmon. I fucking dare you.
Gone off the rails and are trying to implement woke stuff. You know, I've talked about this in regard to the Yakuza game specifically, but it is true for Elden Ring. And
how is it true for Yakuza that it's woke? For the love of God, please tell me. I've played the Yakuza games and I don't feel like they've gone woke at all. Hell, I'm going to say they've kept that same energy. Now, granted, I still need to play 2 and 3. But fuck, they've been doing pretty good.
Probably a whole host of others, right? Including Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, right? The weird retcon of trying to pretend the Otokonoko, Vivian, who is a man, is actually secretly trans. You know,
who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? As long as it doesn't affect the story and it plays organically into the story, just like Hogwarts Legacy, who fucking cares?
The Bridget thing, right? Like, oh, this trap, this trap, who is a man, is actually trans, even though that contradicts the his entire character arc, right? You know.
How does that contradict his whole character arc? Literally, he explains the whole fucking reason why he feels the way that he feels. He doesn't just bluntly come out and say it, he explains the whole fucking thing. Oh my fucking God. If I'll give Nintendo one fucking thing, at least they did that right. Versus like fucking shitholes like Ubisoft and the other ones. Jesus Christ. Cheese and crackers, man.
Anybody who knows anything about Bridget at all would never try to call him a tranny, right? But instead...
Why? Hold on.
At all, entire character arc, right? You know, anybody who knows anything about Bridget at all would never try to call him a tranny, right?
Why? What? Why would you want to even disrespect someone like that? I mean, unless they've been absolutely fucking disrespectful and they don't earn your respect, like they don't deserve your respect, fine, whatever. But I mean, why the fuck would you go that far? Oh my God.
But instead, we do this thing where just like everybody is just willing to overlook all of these weird retcons and all this weird woke culture bullshit in order to try and pretend that other games are doing it worse, right? You know, the Concord situation is really interesting because everyone says the game failed because it was woke, because they did all this DEI stuff, but the game at its core just isn't good.
Wow, one thing we semi-agree on. They did the central focus of the whole fucking game was around the characters. The characters themselves sucked ass. If you wanted to torture me, put me through the whole cutscene of that shitfest again. Holy fuck, it was terrible. Concord was absolutely terrible. Take the DEI conversation out of this, and if you look at the scaling of its gameplay, its designs, its characters, and how they were brought to life, you're going to notice how really fucking boring this game was. You're going to notice it real fucking easily, Harmon.
Right. And again, this is
Yeah, Dark Mage. We'll speed him up a bit.
The core issue with the DEI initiative in general, because if the game is good or being seen as good, these people suddenly don't really have any issues with any woke aspects in games. So,
Hogwarts Legacy. The bartender saved you from those fucking evil wizards that were gonna fucking 69. I can't remember the appropriate term, but they were gonna fucking smoke you if it wasn't for them and the many other bartend people standing up for you and getting them the fuck out. The main character and the friend would have been smoked. As long as it's perfectly 86. Thank you, Dark Mage. As long it is cohesive with the fucking game and it flows perfectly fine, who fucking cares if it's a trans character? As long as the fucking character is not stopping the whole plot and screaming to the fucking world, going, I don't give a fuck.
for example, Ghost of Tsushima is a really good example of a game that people are venerating now as being the shining example of how games used to be, right?
Yeah, because Ghost of Tsushima used to be those type of games. Was Ghost of Tsushima where they would just tell a fucking story. You could go around, do whatever you want, as fast as you want or as slow as you want. You could do your side quests. You could do the many other things. That's the whole type of games we miss.
Things used to be good in the golden era of gaming in 2019. Like Ghost of Tsushima was an amazing experience that was completely free of any kind of diversity and any kind of woke content.
Name it, Harmon. Name it.
Entirely, right? Which isn't true at all, because Ghost of Tsushima has a lot of really weird decisions made with it that aren't obvious if you're not like an enthusiast of the period or samurai culture or what have you, right? Again, but the core problem with Ghost of Tsushima has nothing to do with like its historical inaccuracies or the woke content that was shoved into the game.
Name them. Name them, Harmon. You keep throwing out these blatant fucking... my God, my brain's not working today. You keep saying these accusations, but you have no backup proof at all. Come on, Harmon.
Right. The core problem with Ghost of Tsushima is that it's not a very good it's not a very good game in general, right?
It's not a very good game in general. All these accusations, but no proof. Not explaining how the mechanics work in the game and how you feel like they are poorly designed. Not explaining how the game flows with its story. None of that. You have none. Hey, XJ, hopefully you're doing good, bro.
Really, whatever woke content it has, whatever woke content Elden Ring has, whatever woke content like Guilty Gear has, all of them.
Oh, please explain to me how Guilty Gear has fucking woke in it. Please explain to me.
The core problem with all of these games is that they simply aren't very good to begin with, right?
Explain to me. Explain to me how they're not good games. Just because you don't like them, Harmon, does not mean that they're good games. Spoiler alert.
But as long as the game isn't overly woke, as long as they try to keep it downplayed, and as long as like they don't shove it in your face, and as long as they like shove propaganda in the most subtle, insidious way possible, then it's perfectly fine in the eyes of the anti-DEI community, right? How many of these people like are into Yuri or any of this disgusting anime lolicon shit with
Excuse me, say that again. I don't think I heard that right.
Shove propaganda in the most subtle, insidious way possible, then it's perfectly fine in the eyes of the anti-DEI community, right? How many of these people like are into Yuri or any of this disgusting anime lolicon shit with
Do you even understand the words of that are coming out of your fucking mouth? Who is your fucking voice coordinator, Harmon? The fucking Muppets? Hold on. I need to make sure of something real quickly, chat. Okay, so he is using that term correctly for once. Also, I'm going to wipe that from my search history because it needs to be and doesn't need to be fucking there.
Again, same general. A lot of that stuff is worse than the stuff that the West puts out objectively, and yet you won't really see anybody acknowledge that, right?
We acknowledge that. We push back on that shit. And there's a certain anime I will not repeat on these fucking lips, but I'm pretty sure if anybody's really into anime like I am, and this anime starts with a B, we pushed back on that shit. We had pushed back so much on it, we had it fucking, what is it called? Some legislation come in and say this needs to be fucking banned. This is just fucking gross. This does not need to be in bookstores. It doesn't need to be anyway. No, Jacob, not B-stars. Not B-stars. Hey, Xavier, welcome to the family. I appreciate it, fam. Thank you very much. But again, no, there's so we've pushed back on that shit, Harmon. Hard. And if you guys don't know, no, Dark Mage, no. It starts with a B, and it has to deal with a older gentleman and a little kid. That's as far as I'm gonna go. Not, yeah. Show got it. Shogun got it. That's the one. That's the fucking sicko one. Like, at least B-Stars is decent, but the other one that Shogun just mentioned right now, if you read that and you enjoyed it, you need to be on a list.
Why people aren't supporting good projects in general is my big takeaway from recent happenings in the space. Because, there have always been good movies, always been good TV shows, always been good animation, good anime, good games, and yet, because it's not the super mainstream stuff that everyone plays, right, everybody just cries foul, right? This is the issue with the current anti-DEI thing. People like Grums, right, is that they don't enjoy anything. All they care about...
They don't enjoy anything? Harmon. You're the one to talk. Anytime there's anything that makes you go out of your comfort zone to make you try, oh boy, you throw the biggest bitch fit I've ever seen in my life. That's a hypocritical take right there.
Doing is inserting themselves into the conversation and getting angry over things that don't really matter, right? Even though they aren't a fan of the brand to begin with, right? I don't.
Ding, 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 ding. Somebody get me a mirror. Somebody get me a gigantic mirror. I need to go to Harmon and show his own reflection. Holy fuck.
I don't disagree with people when I see Wokies bring up how Grums isn't really a fan of most of the things he talks about, right?
Yeah, and?
Hey, listen.
I feel like I'm losing brain cells hearing him talk. Does this man ever go outside? Because I feel like he doesn't since he's so far up Nintendo's arse.
I mean, you ain't wrong about that one, Lucky. You ain't wrong. But sadly, he does go outside. I'm just surprised people just don't look at him and give the stank eye to him. Just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Lucky, have you seen any of his, shorts before? Probably not, since, well, here, I'll show you real quickly. See? He's outside. And he'll sometimes be at work too, and he'll freaking show it. Like he's actually, it's disgusting. Oh, and my favorite one is this right here. Oh, oh God. This. Wait a minute. Did he just add more fucking? Oh my God, Harmon, go get a fucking life, bro. Jesus Christ.
Brought that up when he talked about Nintendo a while back. Is that I don't think this individual who has never worked on a Nintendo game, has never been involved in the company in any capacity, I don't think this guy has any respect for them at all, right? And I'm supposed to believe that Nintendo is falling off because of DEI. No, that clearly isn't happening, right? Even
Harmon. I just went over literally Pokemon and Scarlet. literally don't even have gender roles anymore. Well, not roles, but gender, whatever you want to pick with your gender. Gender choices. There we go. They don't even have those anymore. The biggest fucking franchise in the fucking world doesn't even allow you to pick your gender anymore, Harmon. Look at the obvious shit. Look at Zelda. Look at Link. Literally, you had to dress up as a woman in order to get into a certain town. Not trying to spoil anything for y'all. You literally had to dress up as a fucking woman, Harmon.
With like all the weird localization changes, I still don't think that, right? It's not even close to happening. Like,
This man has the same garbage takes every video.
He really does. Like Xavier, that's why I usually save him for like streams and stuff. Like maybe not too many of his videos, but just some of them for stream. Because it's just the same repetitive bullcrap. And I feel like if there's like no content out there to cover, I'll just pick up a video from Harmon and just, you know, splice it up correctly and make sure it's, you know, well in the copyrighted universe, whatever system, blah, blah, blah. And I'll post it. I mean, hell, there was even like weeks where I didn't cover anything that Harmon said.
the games are still better than what everyone else is putting
out. That fucking glass. So am I, Spec. So am I. I'm still waiting for how Space Marine is.
But like that's not Grums will never acknowledge that, you know, because he doesn't play the games. He doesn't know anything about the game.
Harmon. Don't dogpile him, because you're in the same boat as him. Don't.
You know, and I think the same can be said for like the rest of the anti-DEI community, right? How many of them are coming out in support of Space Marine 2? Like, oh, this is a cool, badass game set in a right-wing universe. Like, they just did a...
Oh, my fucking... Set in a right-wing universe. Oh, Spec, we just got our wish, buddy. We just got our fucking wish. A right-wing universe. Do you even understand, Harmon? That it's not even close to being right-winged, you know? Do you know how zealot the fucking... Oh my god. Do you understand? How can I even explain this? Do you understand that the Space Marines, the Ultramarines, if you're not a fucking human and if you don't line with their ideas, they're going to murk you. They're going to 86 you on the spot. And that's not even the worst part of that whole fucking universe. I don't think I remember any right-wing ideology is that if you don't agree with the human race, you deserve to get 86'd. Hey, don't you fucking apologize to me, Power Bottom. Don't you do that. You are never late. You are on time. Don't you do that. Hey, Gentle Cat. Yeah. Hey, hopefully I'm not going to get you in trouble with the, kind of, F-bombs I'm going to be dropping, But hey, you know what? I could tell everybody I know that I've been on the TV. Actually, let me do this joke real quick, Gentle. Hey, Ma, I'm on TV.
Major retcon where they ruined an established faction, right? Well, ruined, quote unquote. Female custodes. I'm not a Warhammer fan, but like...
Oh, the female custodians. Oh, it's been reworked for being woke. Oh. If you look at the other fucking... I'm just saying right now, that one's not as a big deal. Especially the other stuff that they fucking rewrote. They rewrote. Oh my god. Some of them are just extremely questionable. Oh my god. Especially the Emperor's fucking weapon too. If I remember correctly, like they went from like a shield to a sword and something else. I just remember that they retconned the shit out of all that.
they did a major retcon like that. Everyone was angry about it, but then they go ahead and support the project anyway because, like, oh, it's not that woke. Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, it's appalling. It really is, and it is doomed to failure. Like, I've talked a lot over the years about how
What's doomed to fail? Space Marine 2? Even though it's doing extremely well?
Huh. It's got some woke elements in it. It's doomed to fucking fail.
like woke culture was doomed to failure because nobody really cares about it and it doesn't really nobody's really being influenced by any of this stuff at all. But I think for like the anti-woke community, the same could be said, right? Their ideology just seems to be revolve around the idea that like SJWs are bad, which isn't a wrong.
I wish people kind of grew brains on this. It's not the fact that, you know, Republicans are bad, Democrats are bad, Christians are bad, or whatever you want to fucking label yourself. What makes you bad, in my opinion, is the extremist part. How far you go with it, how far you want to be extreme with it, is what makes, you know, I think makes you look bad. Or makes you bad, basically, in my opinion. Because you're not open to other things. Like, you're not willing to grow as a person. That's what makes it bad, in my opinion.
Thing to say,
kind of like you, Harmon.
But when you look at like how little these people contribute, how little they do, like how invalid their opinions are, you really start understanding that like these guys are only saying this for attention and clout online. You know, I don't think it's inaccurate.
You know, I wish I could say the same about you, Harmon, but here's the difference between those people and you. You're serious about them, and you're not making money off of them. They're not serious, and then at least they're making money. So, there's that.
To call Grum's a grifter, because of how he conducts himself.
Oh wait, Power, Gentle Cats. You wait. Is that your wife, Power? Oh, hey, Gentle, how you doing? Shoot, that's a new discovery. Holy shit. Holy shit, I never knew about that.
And because of how he inserts himself into situations that don't really concern him at all, right? Like, I don't think Drums is capable of really making positive changes in the gaming industry. The positive changes...
One man by themselves cannot make the change in this industry. If you want to make change in this fucking industry, everybody involved needs to be involved in order to change this. A lot of people said way back then that just people, you know, how can I explain this one? You know, these fucking people don't, Ubisoft doesn't rely on, you know, customers to keep their bills on, you know, their bills, to pay their bills. They rely on investors. And I just kind of sit there like, are you fucking stupid? Yes, they do. They rely on us to keep the bills on. I mean, not the lights on. Jesus, what is wrong with me today? Gara's off his fucking rocker today. But again, Harmon, we can make the change. And like I said earlier with Ubisoft, they're starting to crack right at the fucking seams. And we're winning. And Ubisoft themselves know it. Actually, you know what? I'm curious about something. Let me see something. Star Wars Outlaw sales. Wait, that's Starfield. I said Star Wars Outlaws. God, that's a hideous fucking character. No, I don't want any of your crap. Nope. Analysts expected to sell 7 million within a year. Then they dropped it to about 5 million copies. God damn, they did not probably do good with their sales then. If Ubisoft is not bragging about it, Shared on Game Industry Podcast, it was estimated the Insider that sort an estimated 800K copies through. That's bad. That's bad. That's an oof.
I have seen in the gaming industry have nothing to do with crumbs and are more in line with the fact that the general audience is beginning to realize that Nintendo consoles are superior, right?
Please explain to me how it's superior when it can't even play Elden Ring, Space Marine 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Baldur's Gate 3, Power World. Actually, yeah, it can't even play Power World because it's not even on there. It can't even play major other games like the Yakuza series, right? Well, the modern fucking Yakuza series. Please explain to me how it's superior.
But we can't play any of Nintendo's games on PC.
Yes, we can, Harmon. You just don't want to accept it, buddy.
So again, the market is essentially correcting itself.
Oh,
where
nice,
instead of like
Jacob.
people just worshiping PlayStation and Xbox because it's PlayStation and Xbox, people are moving on to like the far superior Nintendo games, right?
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're dead fucking wrong. They're moving on to PC. The sales for the Nintendo Switch have stagnated. People are literally converting over to PC because they're sick and tired of the fucking lies the console manufacturers have been spewing for years. For absolute years. So trust me, they're sick of the shit. And not to mention, too, I even had Nintendo over here go and playing, well, certain video games on his PC that he thoroughly enjoyed. He was thoroughly tickled.
Like, it just isn't possible to downplay Nintendo like you could in the 90s, right? You know, using gaming magazines and just, G4 TV, like...
All of them were praising Nintendo. All of them. Except during the Wii U era, they sucked ass. Holy fuck. I don't even remember having conversations with my friends at school about the Wii U. Like, motherfuckers were saying, like, hey, Gara, do you have, like, a Wii? I was like, yeah, I got a Wii. It was like, do you have the Wii U accessory? I'm like, what the fuck is a Wii U? Literally, me and my friend, after that day, went to GameStop to go find out what it was. Because we haven't seen any advertisements for it at all. We went there. Came down to find out it was a whole different ass fucking console. And the fucking GameStop employee looked at me and shook his head and said, no, don't even bother. They're not even trying. It's best for you to get like a 2DS or a 3DS.
Wait, were Gara and Nintendo playing Alex's games?
No, Devastator, no. There was an emulator he was using to play his old favorite games. Catch on my drift. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah, yep.
It just isn't. It's just not possible. And now, we're seeing a lot of people from that era just being upset that they're being left behind. That people aren't necessarily like falling for their nonsense anymore, right? Remember when they tried to say that like Princess Peach was woke in like the Mario movie? And I've seen since then that people have been arguing that like
it's so fucking stupid. People were saying it's because Princess Peach was able to move like that. It was woke. Like, motherfuckers, have you ever played a Mario game with Peach in it? Have you seen how they move in there? Like, motherfuckers, really? It's just, it's like, can y'all motherfuckers, like, maybe pick a lane and stick with it?
Zelda, Princess Peach and Zelda getting their own games is somehow like woke in and of itself when both of those games were fantastic, right? Again, It seems like more and more woke is a label that is thrown on games that like the community wants to see fail, regardless of whether or not it makes any sense. But other games that are far more woke than anything those games have done just get completely ignored, right? Ghost of Tsushima is woke. Elden Ring.
Please explain to me how Ghost of Tsushima and Elden Ring are woke. For the love of God, please.
Is woke. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably one of the wokest pieces of fiction ever created. But
oh, really? You sure about that? You sure about that? Sure about that?
Peach is always really agile and flexible, giggity.
Ain't that the truth, Devastator? Throw that giggity out. You sure about that, Harmon?
This game in the first place, but we have a trick up our sleeve. Kid, let's trigger ourselves. We can use trigger to increase attack power against robots.
Your failure.
Are you sure about that, Harmon? Are you really sure?
We've learned how to cancel someone. Cancel will allow us to isolate people from their friends and compatriots in battle.
You've been canceled.
This could be a
Are you sure about that, Harmon?
useful tool against them. I have to play. I'm so sad that other games have come out because this game would be so fucking fun to play. So I saw a clip of this game.
Fella you're with, the black kid, dresses like a writer. Does he know anything?
You are racist.
They seem super weird about race. Think we can capitalize on that anxiety? Look at her face. Like, it's not.
Look at this.
No, it's like, who does
Look at this.
What a perfect game. How you even think of doing this? It's like this got focus grouped on Twitter. It's like a quick time event to say somebody's a racist.
I'm triggered.
Dustborn was funded by European money, aka the people's paying taxes. Yeah, but how much money though? 100 and.
I would be pissed as a European. I would be going after people. Tax dollars went for that money. You sure Baldur's Gate 3 is fucking woke, Harmon? Are you sure? Are you sure it's the most wokest piece of art you've ever seen? Fucking Christ.
Will you see the fans acknowledge that? Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, how many people will you see acknowledge how little sense it makes? Like how people treat women in that game. That half black, half Indian guy. Like, there's so much to be said about how insane how insanely woke Red Dead 2 is.
No! No, he did not. No, he did not. He just said Red Dead Redemption 2 is fucking woke. No, he did not. If any of you have played Red Dead Redemption 2, oh fuck! If you have any fucking idea, I remember this one fucking part out of the whole game. I remember them saying the hard N word, like the hard ER word, to one of the characters on there. Straight to their fucking face. Oh yeah, that's a fucked up part. No, seriously, okay, I'll give you guys like a minute. I can't show it right now because I'll get demonetized immediate fuckingly. There is literally a fucking cutscene with Arthur in it. Him saying the N-word. Straight the fuck up. It is a fucking curveball. Look it up later if you want to. But oh my god. No, wait. Hold on a second. Maybe I could just look it up. Red Dead redemption, to N-word. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's real, chat. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying in general with you guys, they're dealing with like slaves, they're dropping N words like it's casual, they're saying the bundle of stick words. It's like, bro, how is that woke? Poor Lenny. Poor fucking Lenny.
And yet somehow it hasn't really seeped into public consciousness at all. Like, all anybody wants to do is make excuses for it because, like, oh, it's Rockstar. Now, hopefully with GTA 6 being set in a more modern setting, people start realizing that, like, you know, it is over, that Rockstar isn't edgy anymore, that they're not willing to, like, you know, make jokes about certain people.
Prove it, please. Prove it, please. Because as far as I saw, with the trailer, everybody was catching heat. Everybody was catching this heat. Not one motherfucker was left out of here. Okay? The Floridian puppies. Look at this. Not one motherfucker is being left out. Yo, oh, my people from Florida. What do you call alligators or crocodile? I think it's an alligator, I believe. What do y'all call alligators there? It's because I got 3 of my best friends that live in Florida, and they call it a certain thing. But I don't want to spoil it for chat. I want to see if you guys know what it is. What do you guys call alligators? Swamp puppies. There we go. Swamp puppies. There we go. But yeah, no. Yeah. It's woke. Everybody here is being made fun of. You know, I got some hope for it. I do. I just hope it's going to be a good game.
That it has lost its edge, right? Like, again, I hope with GTA 6 that will begin to be the beginning of the end, but there can be no denying that people have been making excuses for certain companies and certain brands for decades. It's not just in regard...
I need, like, a good fucking soundboard option right now. Like, why are you such a fucking hypocrite or something like that? I need something good, like a good soundbite.
To the woke stuff, but in general, the quality has been going way down, and the vast majority of the gaming public does not want to acknowledge it. Unless you're playing exclusively on Nintendo hardware, you are having a far worse experience than you were having 20 years ago.
Yeah, hey Armin, can your precious little Nintendo Switch play DS games, GBA games, GBC games, any Wii games? Can it? No. Can't even play GameCube games? No. Because on my Steam Deck over here, which I have a legal copy of Pokemon Coliseum, I could play that game. Delicious 60 frames, running buttery smooth, with plentiful of mods and everything too. Oh, I shouldn't post it in general. I really shouldn't. I'll get in trouble. I'll get in fucking trouble. All right, chat. All right. So we could do maybe one more Harmon Smith video, or we could do the Dreamcast video. Which one you vibing with? One for Harmon Smith, two for Dreamcast guy. Which one is it? Be safe, Oryx. Hopefully you be safe, man. Yep, Harmon Smith's got it. Harmon Smith's got it. Power World Shields attack level 5 for AI generated artwork.
Let me preface this video by saying that I care about level 5. I'm not a level 5 fan. I didn't watch the presentation. I don't really know anything about it, right? You know, I like level 5 because I really respect the fact that somebody is trying to put out a lot of new IPs for like a child-friendly audience on Nintendo console.
Hold on. Wait. Level 5. Yeah, that's what kind of just spiked in my head for a hot minute. Give me a hot minute real quick, guys. You know, the dangers of surfing on fucking Twitter. It could happen. You know exactly what's going to pop up. So give me a hot minute. Level 5. Power World. Yeah, I'm not finding anything about level 5 claiming that. But okay.
Right? You know, level 5 does a really good job having that kind of 4Kids era, like Japanese, just wacky, adventure, crazy, like innovative stuff, right? You know, they try and do something for kids. And I really appreciate that. I really value that. But unfortunately,
but if Power World tries doing something for us, it's a fucking crime. What game is level 5 working on again? Features crypto and blockchains. Will add NFTs to Nino Kuni. Gee, I wonder why. Wonder why people are pissed. Oh, look, I don't even need to fucking try. The fucking Poketards over here. God. Can these people at least make some fucking better logic? And it's even too, like, they even came out and said that they don't use AI for making these designs. And it's been proven that they don't. So until, like, the Nintendo court case comes out and says, well, technically these designs were made by AI and they actually have proof in the court documents, then it becomes undeniable proof. But this is all bullshit speculation. Seriously, all these fucking tards just need to get off their high horse with this AI-generated bullshit.
I just don't think those games are for me, right? They are after my time. So, again, I like level 5. I like what they do. You know, I'm glad to see that they've recovered after, like, their huge blunder a decade ago in which they abandoned Nintendo hardware to try and become, like, a mobile studio, right? It's nice to see that they're trying to go back to their roots. But because this is such one of Nintendo's strongest third-party developers, right? You know,
that's Nintendo's strongest third-party publishers? I don't know about that one, Chief. Don't know about that one, Harmon.
a truly third-party studio that puts out high-quality new IPs on Nintendo hardware consistently, right? It seems as if the Twitter audience is really desperate to try and downplay what they do and the games they put out. And one of the really weird things...
Because it's not for everybody, Harmon. I know you just love these companies sucking off Nintendo like that, but it's not everybody's cup of tea, buddy.
Things I've seen is that YouTubers, the Twitter audience, is claiming that, yeah, Level 5 is using AI art in their things. Oh, like, again, I don't know if they've done that. I don't pay attention.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Attention to it, I don't care. But considering just how I've seen several times how like the whole AI art thing has completely fallen on its face, like I'm not going to take a bunch of Twitter users seriously in regards to this, right? You know,
And nobody should take you seriously either. The only reason why I cover you is because some of the takes you have, it's just like some eye-popping, open entertainment shit. People get some entertainment out of your dumbass takes. That's the only reason why I cover you.
I have absolutely no faith in them at all to report on something like this reliably, right? No faith at all, right? I know nothing about this. I don't want to play. I'm probably not going to play the game. You know, I haven't watched the presentation, but I can tell you that the Twitter audience makes things like this up for clicks and attention, right?
Where is that hellfire? There it is.
Receipts or it didn't happen, Harmon.
There we go. Thank you, Hell.
So my opinion, like, again, this is a very rare, like, Harmon Smith opinion and not, like, an objective fact. Like, I don't know if Level 5 has been using AI art in their game, but I don't think they did. Considering the sources, considering just, like, the quality of the footage I've seen, like, I can't imagine that.
The footage of the quality, oh my god. You are the last person that should judge on quality. Holy fuck. I've seen this man judge video games. And it seems the shittier a game looks, the better it looks to him. And I'm not talking about like the old NES games or anything like that. No, I'm talking about like modern games like Pokemon. If the game looks shittier than ever and it's like exclusive to Nintendo, he's going to defend it to the ends of the earth.
This is actually AI generated. Now, the reason I'm making this video, and the reason this really needs to be addressed, is that the very same people who are coming out and decrying Yokai Watch for utilizing AI art, for Level 5 using AI art, like they're demonizing this technology, they're calling it evil. Like,
there's nothing wrong with using AI as long as it's used as a tool and not as a replacement. Two big fucking things that need to be heavily implemented into this fucking industry. Let me just say this real quickly. If AI can help us build video games a lot quicker and a lot more proficient and get rid of the bugs quicker too, why the fuck not let AI help us? Not take over jobs, mind you, but help us. Like, imagine if we got a Pokemon game, right? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If they use AI to help build the world up, right? And they got the bugs fixed and they actually poured, a lot more time into the graphics. Imagine if we got a well-designed Pokemon game like Tears of the Kingdom. Now, granted, there were still some problems with Tears of the Kingdom, but imagine if it was the same quality. Would you guys fucking love that? Would you guys take that? Would you guys sit there and say, yeah, here's $60, thank you for that quality in the Pokemon game? I don't think I would hate the idea either.
these are the same people who came out and religiously defended Palworld when those designs were considered AI art, right? So
yeah, and you fuckers still saying it's AI generated when you guys have no fucking proof. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Fucking none.
So if you're not aware of like how this happened, like initially the cope for Palworld was that the reason the designs resembled Pokemon so much was because level 5 utilized AI art for their designs, right? And so that land resembled Pokemon. This happened. Like, initially, the cope for Pow World was that the reason the designs resembled Pokemon so much was because level 5 utilized AI art for their designs.
Hold up,
Reason
what the
I'm
fuck
aware
is he
of
saying?
Pow World, like, these are the same people who came out and religiously defended Pow World when those designs were considered AI art, right? So if you're not aware of like how this happened,
Hold
like,
on.
initially
Hold on. They were considered, not proven. Considered. So mean it's not even true. Why is this even a talking point, Harmon? No. Fuck no.
Cope for Pow World was that the reason the designs resembled Pokemon so much was because level 5 utilized AI art for their designs, right? And so that led to this weird like debacle in which people ignored the fact that they were actually copy pasted and tried to claim that they were just AI generated, and that was perfectly okay, right? You know, and then eventually the AI claim was debunked, and then people like tried to pretend that Power World did.
Give me that Hellfire fucking sound clip. Give me that fucking clip before I rip his fucking head off.
Receipts or it didn't happen, Harmon!
Nope, didn't mean to do that again. Harmon. Do you have an insider over there that is a developer that said that, yeah, these are AI generated? No? You don't? Let me get that fucking article real quick. Our artists draw thousands of sketches. Power World CEO seemingly exhausted by AI art accusations. Once more tries to put them to bed. I wish I could just go to the tweet and look for my fucking stuff. Look at here. Oh, Attendo, does this look like AI generated to you? Or is this like basic foundations of how you start drawing? Tell me, Attendo. Tell me why this isn't AI generated. Tell me how you think it's AI generated. Every time I see one of these fucking idiots saying like these are AI generated, and I'm just pointing at this shit right here like, look. This isn't even fucking close. And their excuse is, oh, but they used it in one of their games. Doesn't mean they used it in fucking Power World. What the fuck is that? Oh, here's some more. Oh, this is like, this is different stuff. Never mind. Yeah, here's some more explanation. I wish I could speak in Japanese, but here's the basic foundations of their building the world. Look at all the plans that they did. They've drawn it out. Look at that. Yeah, I don't fucking get it, chat. Some of these people are just fucking Rakanishu.
nothing wrong, right? This was pretty consistent when it came to like Power World's the fan base, the behavior of the Power World fan base, right? Because people would notice something or bring something up, how mechanics were ripped directly from Breath of the Wild or Pokemon Legends Arceus, and like the Power World audience would try to say it was totally different and that like those mechanics are genericized and that Nintendo doesn't own animals or something like that.
They don't own animals. They don't own mythological creatures. They don't own it. Hey, Harmon, I got a question. No. You go fuck yourself in the corner, Harmon. Hey, guys, I got a question for you right now. You know the Pokemon Cyndaquil? What is that based off of? Anybody got an idea? And yeah, thank you, Lucky. Yeah, none of these are based off of a patent, too. For the love of God, I hope they lose this fucking court case. You notice how when Cyndaquil's flames come out of its back, it's kind of like a spike that goes up? It's a porcupine. Even the developers came out and said it is a porcupine. You want to know it's a porcupine? Because as soon as the flames come on, when it's about to go engage in battle or it feels threatened, the fires come out and it's spiking up. Porcupine. Or yeah, one of their Pokemon designs were based off of a fucking trash bag too. Yeah, Gar remembers. Yeah, or one of my favorites. Such great design. 10 out of 10. Look at that, chat. They put such hard work in designing this Pokemon. You're telling me that's not just a fucking bird? Like if you had your whole memory wiped right now and you know nothing of Pokemon, that's a fucking bird. Well, let's do one more just to have fun. Let's do one more. Let's not make this one easy, but a little more interesting. Wipe your memory. That is a baby chick. That is a baby chicken. I shit you not. In like, what was it? For the design of Torchic, I literally remember one of the designers of Emerald, literally said the reason for Torchic to be designed during that time period was because little kids were like very fascinated with little baby chickens that were being dyed like blue, green, red, orange, yellow. That's the reason why they did that, so they can attract the little kids with that. Yeah, Ekans. I'm gonna fuck it up. Ekans, literally a fucking snake. A fucking snake and a cobra. But they own, God, I can't fucking stand Harmon sometimes.
They would try and like just deflect from the actual issue.
Oh, you know what? I'm throwing one more in, chat, just for the fucking shits and giggles. Fuck it, one more. You're gonna tell me they own butterflies? You're really going to tell me they own butterflies? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Shits and giggles. You're really going to tell me they own sludge? You're really going to tell me they own sludge? And as far as we know, poop. Diarrhea. Yeah, that's what you're going to tell me? Oh boy, I can't wait to go take a shit and then I get a cease and desist from fucking Nintendo. Can't wait for that.
Right? And this was like an issue, a situation in which like it was a deflection within a deflection, right? Because people were bringing up the similarities of Pokemon. So the initial cope was like, oh, but it's AI generated, and then like people began complaining about like the Pokemon being AI generated, and then they proved that like, well, actually they're not actually AI generated, right? Again,
they had proof right there to prove that it wasn't. Concept design, previous designs, how they got to the designs, how they accumulated to that design. If it was just AI generated, they would have had none of that, Harmon.
There are lots of situations like this in regards to Power World, right? You have that ridiculous image of like comparing Pokemon designs to Dragon Quest, and now you have like people trying to say that like Pokemon plagiarized from Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'm forgetting how to spell it. I don't know, chat. You tell me. Zubat, Golbat, Caterpie, Nidoran, Pinsir, Ammonite, Shelter, Rhyhorn. Okay, I'll give it to them. The difference between Rhyhorn and this character right here are pretty different. So is with Psyduck. I'll give them that. Gyarados and the Blue Dragon here, getting pretty close. Aerodactyl and this one right here. Ooh, you blurring the lines right there. Literally, this is fucking Geodude in the fucking ground. Are you kidding me right now? It's literally Geodude in the fucking ground. That's too different. You can't even claim that. One's levitating and farting around. One's on the ground farting. This one's got a mohawk with a red mohawk and a red tail and spots all over it. This one has like V shape, so that's kind of different. This one's kind of close. Looks like you just swapped its outer aura with like purple. That's fucking close. That's getting pretty fucking close. And no, you can't really say that. You can't really say that with Pidgeot. Can't really say that with Pidgeot. Dragons? Dragon Knight and this dragon right here? No, because this one looks a little more edgier. This one looks a little more friendlier. That's all I'm going to say. Look at that. Ooh, oh, wait. There's actually a video that's... Wow. Now that you mention it... God damn. Yo, chat, that really makes you think for a second. How much inspiration did they really take from Dragon Quest? They didn't take the ideas from Monster... Fucking whatever it's called. They didn't take the ideas from there. They didn't take it from Dragon Quest. Bro, looking at him. It's literally like, this is a more edgier version and this is a more friendlier version. Edgy, friendlier. Edgier, friendlier. Edgier, friendlier. I'm surprised they didn't sue the shit out of Nintendo. Or Game Freak.
And again, really interesting that like people are specifically bringing up Final Fantasy because Pokemon doesn't really have a lot of Final Fantasy influences at all, right? You know, Dragon Quest did influence it in the sense like
did influence it. I thought these were all original ideas, Harmon. What's up, buddy? What's going on? I thought they were original ideas. Oh, starting to crack at the seams there, aren't we? There, huh?
Of the whole like monster thing and the concept of like treating them like actual animals, right? Like again, it was an influence. It was not plagiarized the way that like.
It wasn't plagiarized. Boy, oh boy, we don't give that same courteous energy to fucking Power World. Now do we, Harmon?
Like Power World is, right? Or even the way like Yokai Watch is. You know, Yokai Watch is a really good example of a franchise that was influenced by Pokemon, that took clear inspirations from Pokemon.
Oh, but that's okay for them to do it too, huh? Hold on. If I see his fucking gums flabbering on about this, we're going to have problems. Okay. No, me pass the vibe check.
But clearly did its own thing, right? I have never seen a Nintendo fan try and say that like Yokai Watch should be taken down because of its similarities for Pokemon.
You're fucking kidding me, right? Power, thank you very much for being part of the family for the past 10 months. I appreciate it, fam. I really do. Thank you very much.
If anything, like people were saying the opposite, that like Yokai Watch was going to be the Pokemon killer, that it was like the biggest thing in Japan when it first came out, and that
Hold
Pokemon
on.
Yokai Watch went down because of its similarities for Pokemon. If anything, like people were saying the opposite, that like Yokai Watch was going to be the Pokemon killer, that it was like the biggest thing in Japan when it first came out, and that Pokemon was going to struggle for the first time ever. It was going to have a viable competitor. Didn't happen, right? For a lot.
And it's the same story. Who fucking cares what these people say, Harmon? Just enjoy the product that you like. And there was obvious reasons, like Yokai Watch could have eclipsed fucking Pokemon. They could have. But you know what happened, though? They didn't go hard. Not like Power World did. Not like Power World did.
A lot of reasons, mostly level 5's incompetence. But, like, Yokai Watch, like, is a good example of what, like, an actual product influenced by an older brand looks like, right? You know, Yokai Watch has its own mechanics, it has its own structure, it has its own tone, right? It has its own unique setting, right? You know, both of your parents are actually around in Yokai Watch, which is like mind-blowing for me as a Pokemon fan, right?
Yeah. Wonder where your daddy's gone, just like in real life, Harmon.
Again,
no wonder you sympathize with Pokemon fucking freaks so much.
and like, you know, Yokai Watch does things differently, right? And you know, you can see the clear influences, but there's such a clear divide that you would never like really think of Yokai Watch as being like a ripoff to the extent that Power World is, right? Again, this
I really wish y'all motherfuckers would come up with better examples than just spewing out of the mouth saying it's AI generated and fucking still concept. I wish they would come up with examples, because it's getting real boring.
Good example of how Pokemon fans typically treat things like this. You know, Pokemon fans, a lot of us did grow up watching Digimon, right? We did grow up with like other Pokemon competitors, right? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You know, I just watched did grow up with like other Pokemon competitors, right? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
I need to hear that one more time.
You know, Digimon, right? We did grow up with like other Pokemon competitors, right? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
No. No, he did not just fucking say that. No, chat, I want you to listen to this. Listen to what he says. Listen very carefully.
We did grow up watching Digimon, right? We did grow up with like other Pokemon competitors, right? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
I'll play it one more time. One more time.
We did grow up watching Digimon, right? We did grow up with like other Pokemon competitors, right? You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
How in God's fucking name? Don't mean to take it in vain. How in cheese and crackers is Yu-Gi-Oh a monster capturing genre? How? They weren't even competing in the same fucking era at that time. Oh my fucking God. This is why I cover Harmon. He's so fucking dumb. Pokemon, its whole fucking premise is capturing Pokemon. Capturing monsters, I should say. It's literally pocket monsters. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card-based game. Two very different competing platforms. One's...
You know, I just watched episode 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Last night. Like, again...
Oh, God, don't even fucking smile. Don't even fucking say it.
We like other things. So, like...
Bull fucking shit.
We like other things. But if those other things even try to innovate what it's already been fucking going on, we're gonna fucking hate it.
To say that like we just don't like the idea of Pokemon being competitive with Power World is just silly. Like it's just that's not the issue at all. Pokemon, we like other things. So like to say that like we just don't like the idea of Pokemon being competitive with Power World is just
You don't. You fucking don't. you fucking don't. Oh my fucking god. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one's a bit of a fucking doozy, and I ain't gonna listen to it again. Fucking having Mewtwo's fucking just killing the Power Worlds and stuff. Just absolutely just... Oh my god. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other ones? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. God, I've lost track of how many Power World videos he's made. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Garah, maybe he means Pokemon card game? I think XD.
No, he's talking about the whole franchise. And thank you for the dono. I appreciate that, fam. But no, he means the whole entire thing. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 4. No. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. $40 fucking videos. You guys sure you want to make that statement that you don't mind some competition?
Is just silly. Like, it's just, that's not the issue at all. And I really wonder how much longer, like, the Pal Shields can keep downplaying the fact that the real reason...
Oh no, Chris Christopherson has sadly passed away. Oh, that's fucked. Oh no. That's a fat fucking rip. Oh, you know what sucks about this though, chat? The older you get, the more you lose. That's the fucked up part. You know, when you used to say your kid, man, I can't wait to be a grown-up. You're going to regret saying it.
Stream song suggestion, the Fat Rat Unity. It turned a decade old today. Also, while Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon have some overlap with the media they're in, they're not direct competitors.
They're not. They're really fucking not. The main gimmicks of them is a monster capturing, capturing genre. The other is card playing game. Yeah, sure, Pokemon went into like the card genre, but they were never like completely, competing with each other. It's just like the whole gimmick of Pokemon is capturing. They went to the cards as side merchandise. That's not their whole big thing. The whole big thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is card playing game. Also, I'll go ahead and look at that song in a minute. We'll see it.
They're so obsessed with this brand is to try and like downplay Pokemon as a brand, to try and go after Nintendo as a concept, right? Because this is the real issue. It has nothing to do with this idea that like Pokemon is jealous of Power World, right? Power World.
They're not jealous. They're threatened by Power World. Chat, let me ask you something real quickly. So last week, if you were here, I won't be mad or anything if you weren't. I know you guys get busy and you guys want to do shit that you guys own. It's your Sunday. You do whatever the fuck you want. Remember last weekend when I was saying that Nintendo was, scared of Power World because of the potential that it's bringing to the table? that it sold a shit ton on Steam, sold a shit ton on X. Well, not sold, but a lot of players play Power World on, Game Pass. And it's now going to PlayStation. And PlayStation just gained the rights for the merchandise selling. Let me see if Nintendo sent that to me. Hold on. Let me see if he did. I want to see if I have it. Just to prove my fucking point with these people. La da da, la da 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 da. Come on, where is it? Okay, I don't think I sent it to Nintendo. I can't remember. But no, because I remember I saw something on Nintendo, and I think you were involved with it about how what was it? About how the reason why Nintendo is suing Power World is due to the fact that it's going over to PlayStation. Fuck it, I'm gonna look up the article real quickly. Hold on, chat. Let's do this real quickly. Let's do this. Let's do this fucking live in front of everybody. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh. Nintendo's patents were designed to take on Power World. So, meaning that it's purposely targeting them. Ooh, if they could prove that, oof. That's not going to end well for Nintendo. See this real quickly by Kotaku, Craptaku. Oh, Matthew Martin. Oh, God. This will end bad. The Pokemon Company's case might be goodbye for Power World. Oh, good fucking God. Journalists. You gotta fucking love them. Journalists is what I should say. Is it this one? Yeah, no. But I know I just saw it. I just saw it somewhere too. Ah, fuck it. We're going to continue, chat.
Not outperform Pokemon but in any capacity, but you are seeing people claim it is, right? And
I mean, if you look at the pacing that is going, and it's where it's going to hit PlayStation soon, it's about to fucking sell it. If we even cut like the Power World fucking sales in half. No, better yet, we haven't got updated sales on Power World yet. So as far as we fucking know, Harmon, it may have outsold it just on Steam by itself. And with fucking Nintendo deciding to do this, it may just increase the numbers for Power World, for the more copies to be sold. I think that was it, Power Boss. Probably. Maybe. That's what I'm probably thinking of.
And it feels like the Power World narrative, because Pokemon fans don't care about Power World. They're not talking about it. They don't care about it at all.
Hey, Nintendo, I guess you don't exist. I guess you Pokemon fans don't talk about fucking Power World. I guess you don't exist, Nintendo. I guess I don't exist either. I guess Hellfire doesn't exist either. I guess Harmon Smith doesn't exist either. Oh, yeah, yeah. Retro, he sure loves that fucking word narrative when he can't even keep it cohesive enough to make a narrative.
But Power World fans are talking about Pokemon all the time, right? It's created this weird, created this weird situation where like Pal shills think they can control the narrative when it comes to the way that like people view Power World, right?
You're trying to control the narrative, Harmon. Everybody's got this perfectly fine view. Like, it's a pretty fun game. It sure as hell makes Nintendo look embarrassed. Fuck. Oh no, Corey, if there was ever like a dumb character in our universe, it's Harmon. And honestly, we can't say he has the tism because, you know, he would have to be diagnosed to figure it out if he does, because that's in the area where I don't like to speculate on.
It's interesting, but it is starting to fall apart. Like partly because of the lawsuit, but partly.
Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Power, that's the one.
Because of like fans getting sick of hearing about Power World all the time, right? The game isn't even a year old yet, and we're already seeing people like point things like this out. Notice the double standard. Notice like the behavior of. It's interesting, but it is starting to fall apart. Like partly because of the lawsuit, but partly because of like fans getting sick of hearing about Power World all the time, right? The game isn't even a year old yet, and we're already.
Who's getting sick and tired of Power World? Please explain to me. There were so many people excited for Power World coming to PlayStation 5. We know. I'm bringing that tweet up real quick. Hold on a second, chat. That tweet's coming up. When did I share that stupid ass post? I guess it's nobody, huh? Nobody's excited, huh?
Seeing people like point things like this out. Notice the double standard. Notice like the behavior of these people, right? More and more people are starting to call out pal shills for what they are, like complete and utter parasites.
Parasites? Motherfucker, you fanboys are the true parasites in this situation. You just feed onto these IPs until they're just bone dry, then you abandon them. Just like you did Princess Peach Showtime. I don't hear you squawking about that game anymore, but you use it as a narrative thing to get that own up on the chubs.
Uh-oh. Gara knows Harmon pretty well.
All right, chat. It's time to go have some fun on the land of the Twitters. Because there's some interesting shit that I found. Now, Riri over here. Riri. Chat was molding about Destin, an IGN reporter, getting a pro and didn't like that at Reforge Gaming didn't do the same. But don't worry, he coped about how Destin is biased towards Xbox.
Destin tweeted he secured a PS5 Pro. What clowns? Why is Destin a clown? He's done interviews with Digital Foundry, and they've probably compelled him. And if they haven't compelled him, don't.
Hey, Chief, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being part of the fam. I really do. Every cent you do send to me, I use it for the channel. Thank you very much. No, Devastator, I didn't know about that. I think I might actually have to pick up Metaphor and see how it is.
Do you expect him to get one and talk about it? I mean, I don't.
Let me see. Your super chat from earlier. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me see. Yeah, let me see if that song is usable at least. Hold on, guys. I can't really show you guys because there's some private info where we go. So let me see. The song again. Fat Rat. Okay. Let's see if it's even usable. Nope, that is restricted as fuck. Yep, that's restricted. It's a good idea though, but it's restricted as fuck. So basically, if you don't know, Dragon, if you're in the YouTube partnership like I am, so if you're ever curious, like if a song is like going to get claimed or something, you could type a song in and you can, you know what? It's better yet. Let me just show you. I can work my magic on this. Here. I'll show you guys behind the curtain. Okay, you see this, chat? You see this right here? This is what I use to find out of like what songs I can use, what I'm not going to get claimed for, all that type of stuff, right? You know, you could pay for these to use them, blah, blah, blah.
I bet Harmon wishes that Shigeru Miyamoto would stick his power glove up his asset.
I bet he would. But yeah, so if you guys are like wondering like, hey, Gara, how do you know like which songs are free to use or, you know, you're not going to get claimed for? Right here. Now, mind you, I've heard from other creators, don't pay for the music. Don't pay for the music because it's got a time limit on it and it's not really worth investing money. But this is where I get all my songs, guys. Ain't that some shit, chat? All right. Now, I'm going to take you away from this. You've seen what's behind the curtain. Time to get back to it, chat. Nice, Corey. Nice. But yeah, Netflix is one of those good content creators. He really is.
I don't have a whole lot of love for the guy, but why would you expect him to not get one? Like, I'm not going to go on the defense force for any of those outlets with the way they've handled this, but I would expect them to get one. They're going to want to be able to talk about it. They're going to want to be able to play games on it and give their opinions. They work in this environment. That should not be surprising. Is the stand necessary? I don't think so. I do think the vertical stand for the new slim versions in the Pro, it's like that, the metal circle. I like it. I think it looks good. 2025 has some real bangers coming, and we are going to get to enjoy them on the Pro. Can't wait. Think cache in whatever browser extensions you have may be why the buttons don't work. I just got in on mobile, but Chrome and Brave were not allowing checkout. Yeah, I added it to cart instantly in my Edge browser. I added it to cart instantly on my mobile, and Chrome just frickin' sat there. So that's
not Chrome's fucking fault. Reforge, that is not Chrome's fucking fault. It's fucking PlayStation's. It's Sony's. Their website is so shit when you try to get whenever you try to get a product that way. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't.
I was frustrated with PlayStation. I should be frustrated with myself, because if I would have been on another browser, I might have got the 30th anniversary. I might have gotten it because I got in so dadgum fast. You know, it's just a shame that the browser did that, because I was literally in really quick, and they had the 30th anniversary bundles for 10 minutes. I just kept trying and couldn't. So, kind of bummed. But I'm not a long-standing PlayStation guy. You know, it's a bummer that scalpers got the bundles and the 30th anniversaries. I hope.
And this is why I say PlayStation should strike down those eBay listings. Have you guys seen those listings by any chance? Do you see how fucking ridiculous it's gotten to? Let me go ahead and just do this real quickly, and I'll transfer it over. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Just the fucking this one. 1,200. 1,000. 4 fucking grand. $4,299 fucking dollars. I don't even see that 5,000 anymore. It's fucking never mind. Look at that, chat. Let's do highest price. Let's see what the highest price is going to be like. Good fucking... Oh. No fucking shot. $12 fucking grand. There is literally a PC on Alex's website, well, not Alex's, but Starforge's PCs.com, that is literally the same price for that pricing right there that'll last you for like 2 fucking decades. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Bruh, Power, that's wow. That's fucking wow. Yeah. No, gee. Yeah, there's actual buyers. There's actually people that would actually buy this shit. I kid you not. People actually buy... Man, I'm in the wrong business. Yeah, I saw that, Power. That was crazy. Bro, if I found out anybody spent this amount of money just to buy this, I'm slapping you. Full on hand contact to cheek. I'm slapping you. You could have bought like a cheaper pricing list and bought yourself a PC. Boy, they really want that $4,000. They really want that $4,000. Golly. That's insane. No. Mm-mm.
Hope, actual, I hope actual fans end up with the 30th anniversary versions. People that have actually been on PlayStation longer than me, I think are more deserving anyway. It's the disingenuous do not buy this takes. People look to those people and they abuse that trust. Did Destin make videos, content, or tweets telling people to not buy the PS5 Pro? Again, I'm not defending him, but I think we need to make sure that we're not sweeping them all into the same group. There's plenty of
now we're not doing that.
People that have certainly went out of their way to be uber negative about the Pro. And in some respect, a lot of them were spreading bad information. Right?
Wait, say that again?
Did he do that? Is about the Pro. Sure that we're not sweeping them all into the same group. There's plenty of people that have certainly went out of their way to be uber negative about the Pro.
Say my name, you're acting a little strangey. Why don't you just say my motherfucking name? Say my name. Oh, fucking say it, Reforge. Because I'll say it about a million more fucking times. The GPO is going to bottleneck the fuck out of the PS5 Pro. And when GTA 6 comes out, and then you motherfuckers see that 30 frames, I'll be there. Waiting in the dark, cackling, waiting to harvest my content and feed it to the glorious fam, to my freaking audience members. And then I'm just gonna enjoy you freaking the fuck out. Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
And in some respect, a lot of them were spreading bad information. Right? Did he do that is my question. He did. So he has videos and tweets telling people to not get the Pro.
Don't trust a word that comes out of your mouth. I'm gonna go see it for myself.
Pro reveal is here. It is live right now, and I'm going to react to it. All right, let's talk about my initial reactions to this thing. So, people think that the $800 price, just looking to at chat's reaction, they're like, $800 is a freaking joke. That is too much. And they're talking about the European amount, but in America, it's going to be $700. It's coming out November 7th. So I do not think that this is particularly compelling from a consumer's perspective.
The day before devs have returned, by the way.
Oh, good fucking God. Those morons have returned. Yeah, they're not going to make it.
Because for $200 less, you could get the regular PlayStation 5. And for this somewhat significant upcharge for the PlayStation 5 Pro, what are you really getting? You're getting frame rate with a little bit better visual quality. It's like you already have the frame rate mode on all the games that are put out anyway on the base PlayStation 5. And then ray tracing's gonna be in game for Gran Turismo. I don't know what people's reaction are going to be, but that price point. So my super hot take is it's interesting from a technology perspective, but I think from an average consumer perspective, a digital only PlayStation 5 Pro for $700, this is sort of like how people reacted to the PS4 Pro. When the PS4 Pro came out, they were like, this is sort of weird. Like, it doesn't really feel like we need this jump, and it doesn't feel like it does anything significant enough to warrant making that huge purchase. So,
yeah, that was him telling them not to buy it, supposedly. Oh, okay. Okay.
If his initial reaction was like everybody else's and said it wasn't worth it and said it was overpriced, and then he does these Digital Foundry interviews and he changes his position, is that a problem? He's made plenty of videos saying to not buy it, it's a waste, and that Sony is terrible, this and that. So you're saying that that's happened. Has he changed his mind? Right? I'm gonna go to his YouTube channel right now. PS5 Pro 2 weeks ago is revealed, and it's what? So he has a 12-minute reaction. He says the reveal was a flop. Here's how to fix it. That's his second video about it. And then, wait, he had IGN interviews, I thought. It was recommending, where are those? I saw an interview with
look it up, Reforge. Come on.
What's his name? Richard Ledbetter, and I don't see that.
Exactly, Corey. I'd rather have 60 frames. Don't give me that fucking downgraded shit.
Are we confusing Destin for this? Yeah, like Dreamcast guy is saying don't buy this.
Thank you.
Has a video up today. I'm just confused. I'm not defending him. I'm not. I'm on his channel and I'm looking for these videos that you guys are talking about. It seems to me he took issue with the reveal. He thought that the reveal was bad. I actually kind of agree with that.
Shocker there.
Oh, those are on the IGN channel? Yeah, when I first pulled up his channel, I saw one of the interviews. It said it was like a For You section. So maybe it glitched out or something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not on defense force for him right now. I'm just saying, like, we need to be accurate. Like, if he went out here and said all this stuff and now he's changing his tune, I would want to know exactly what he said when he first reacted. Because I'm just going based off of his thumbnails. He has 2 videos about it. And it seems to me that his main issue was that the reveal was not very good. Digital Foundry thought the same dadgum thing. He literally said the PS5 Pro is not a good value and still pushes the just get a PC narrative after talking to Richard in his latest video. Where is that video?
But he's right, though. They even said it would be best for... Even Digital Foundry had to backtrack and say themselves that it would be best for you just to go to PC at that price point, too. Are we going to start bagging on Digital Foundry now, too, Reforge? We going to start bagging on them, too? Not letting them be a reliable source to your little narratives anymore?
Because I don't see it on his channel. Is it on IGN? It's on his... Okay, so it's on IGN. So you're saying...
David, I really doubt it. Like, maybe 1080p? Sure. But that 4K with 60 frames on Xbox? No, ain't fucking happening, bro.
The IGN channel, he's in videos over there saying it's not a good value, just buy a PC. If he's still saying that after the interviews with Digital Foundry, I mean, again, he's free to say that. Listen, I took issue with people being dishonest, saying you could get a PC at equal power for the same amount of money.
You can, and we've proven it too, and we've all caught you 4K 60 frames spurting the fuck out when we proved you wrong, Reforge. Like, come on, bro.
I took issue with the dishonesty. I don't care if somebody's opinion is it's not good value.
I have no problem with people's opinion.
Even though literally you spurred the fuck out with like 4 to 5 fucking live streams of it.
Just buy a PC. I've had people in here say that. And you know what I say? I'm like, you're free to think that. That's fine. Do you see how I'm slicing it? I have a disdain for dishonesty.
Oh, don't you fucking bring that to the table that you have a stain for dishonesty. Bro, have you seen your channel? Have you seen some of the shit you said? Oh, I'm not sure if Gears of War 6 is going to have PvP on launch. Bro. Oh, that would kill me.
Hate it. I don't care if someone's opinion is that this is not good value. I think you're better off buying a PC. That's fine. If you want to go spend $1,500, $2,000 on a PC,
you don't need to spend that fucking much. Holy shit basket. Oh my fucking god.
PC, and you think the Pro for $700 is not good value, you are allowed to have that opinion. You are allowed to share that opinion.
Are you sure about that? Because you were sprawling the fuck out. People had those types of opinions.
I took issue with that first week. Everybody bloviating about the price and basically running with very, very false narratives about like, this isn't worth it. You could buy a PC that's better. And it's like, not for that money you couldn't.
Chad, how many times do we have to remind him that you can? It's not that hard. It's really not. But then again, if you're a fanboy, it's probably 1,000 times harder.
You see, I'm trying to slice it and be like, I don't care if he thinks that. Let him think that. You can't go and buy one after they're saying those opinions? Sure he can.
Yeah, he can. The fuck?
Sure he can. He works in the industry, Donnie.
Oh, the reason why we're saying that is because he had a clip out. I had a video on the channel of it. Basically, he was saying that you can't build a PC with those type of specs in the same price range of money, when literally the whole internet blew up with like a shit ton of examples. Literally. And this fucktard over here literally fucking coped and see, and they're like, no, that's not as powerful as the PS5 Pro. No, you guys are just wrong. It was funny.
Yo, I'm trying to help y'all be better thinkers here. Be careful in your thinking.
That's basically it, Corey. That's my definition right there. It's like, if you're an extremist for a certain video game company, and you deny everything that they do poorly and all that type of stuff, and you completely ignore people's arguments, I consider you a fanboy, just like Reforge.
Works in the industry. He says it's not worth it, just get a PC. And he's going to get it, and he's going to test it, and he's going to use it. Don't you have more respect for somebody who works in the industry? They say that opinion, but then he's actually going to get it and try it out. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying, like, we need to be careful in our categories. Like, I don't care if he thinks that. I hate the dishonesty. I hate it. It's like, don't be dishonest. Don't mislead the public. That's why I got really critical of Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers when he was recommending people buy a $1,400 pre-built PC from Best Buy that had a 4060 in it and a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's like, that's a weaker, inferior system for twice as much money, Mutahar.
No, you fucking did not. No, you did not just fucking... No, you did not just fucking say it's a more inferior system. Do you understand that the GPU in that fucking system is 1,000 times better? Do you know the graphics card in that fucker? Oh my god, no. No. No, the stupidity's real. It's affecting me, chat. Exactly like Wolf said. Rules for thee, but not for me.
That's what I took issue with. You're literally defending him? No, I'm not. No, I'm saying if you work in this industry and you formulate the opinion, there were people that thought the Portal was a waste, and then they bought it to test it out. That's what they should do.
It is a fucking waste. You need a PlayStation 5 in order to play it. It's a fucking waste. You might as well go spend your money on a fucking Steam Deck. You don't need a PC in order to play fucking games. Hey, chat, let me ask you something real quickly. What is one of the requirements in order to get a fucking PlayStation Portal to work? Exactly. You need a PS5. You need a PS5 to get anything fucking working. Hey guys, what do you need in order for a Steam Deck to work? Thank you, Silent. All you need for the fucking Steam Deck is internet connection, your Steam account, and once you get that all taken care of, you could disconnect from the internet and play any games you want. You think Gabe gives a fuck if you're playing it? Fuck no, go have fun.
Right? Like, isn't that what he should do to actually test it out? If he's going to be in this industry and talk about these things, what's he supposed to skip? He's supposed to skip the latest piece of technology, so that, and then what? Then he can't talk about it. I disagree because his opinions come from bad faith. He didn't say those things because it's how or what he thinks. He says it for engagement due to his set audience. Okay.
What do you think Reforge does, buddy? What do you think Reforge fucking does? What do you think he talks about these topics? You think it's for fun? Nah. He talks about it because it's for engagement.
Okay. You can have that opinion of him, Donnie. I'm don't
not
think
sure,
highly
Dragon.
of him. I don't. The way he handled my situation in 2020, I do not think highly of the man. I don't.
Wait, who is it?
He handled my Donnie. I don't. Okay. You can have that opinion of him, Donnie. I don't think highly of him. I don't. The way he handled my situation in 2020, I do not think highly of the man. I don't. But what I'm saying is that...
Is he referring to Paul Tassi?
We should be far more quick to be critical of dishonesty, false narratives and spin, obfuscation. That's where I set my guns zero in on that. Just boom. That's what I take issue with. Someone that's like... that has the preference of like Xbox and is like maybe anti-PlayStation, and that's what formulates their opinions. Okay, fine. If that's what he...
Okay, so if you're wondering, Jacob, what he's talking about, he's talking about Paul Tassi when he was Say No to Rage and he was going through that whole controversy. Yeah, I gotta agree with Reforge on that one. He was kind of done dirty by Paul Tassi. Paul Tassi's not really good.
He wants to do with his platform, that's his choice. And I got news for you. The guys that have been doing that, it's self-inflicted harm. Eventually, people are going to be like, I'm not coming to you for information. Guys, check your junk. I just got my PlayStation confirmation at Hotmail, and it went to my junk. I guess. Well, Hotmail is now Outlook, which is Microsoft owned, so it kind of makes sense. Microsoft saw that and thought, that's junk, right? It's PlayStation.
No, motherfucker, no. The reason why it's like that is because Outlook, if you get spammed so much by a certain entity that sends you emails, it's going to filter it as spam unless you deem it not spam. That's how it fucking works with Outlook. Most of the fucking emails that I get that, spam me a lot, does happen to it happens. It gets sent to spam. Probably just a joke he did, but who fucking knows with Reforge?
Check your junk. Yes, men especially. Check your junk, and then also check your junk folder. It's the man's money. Let him buy whatever the F he wants to buy. Yeah, pro is junk, doesn't. Like, I don't know. I just am always trying to elevate. If we're going to be critical, if we're going to criticize, if we're going to...
Yeah, Corey? Yeah, you can play them offline. Yeah. Oh, and here's the best part, too. Here's what just blows the asshole out of, well, you know, consoles in this situation. So, get ready for this one. This is the reason why I'm kind of telling you guys, like, hey, you need to go to PC.
In this video, I'll be showing you how to share games on Steam with Steam Family. Start by selecting Steam from the top menu, then select Settings. Go to the interface settings, then find the Client Beta Participation option. Expand the menu here, then select Steam Family's Beta. If this isn't available, then Steam Families may be out of beta and enabled by default. Click Restart Now, then wait for Steam to restart. It may take some time. Next, select your profile from the top and go to Account Details. Select Family Management from the side. To share your Steam games, you will either need to join a...
Let me ask you guys something real quickly. Ever license shared with people? Yeah. Let me tell you guys something. Like, if you don't know what license sharing is that basically if you're on Xbox, you have a friend that's in like a different state, right? You could give them your license and they could borrow the games that you have, but you would have to be online to play those games on console. You see this right here, fam? You see this right here? Steam Families allow you to share your Steam games with up to 5 other household members and manage parental controls for children in the family. Family members can join a Steam family as either an adult or as a child. Adult members have family management permissions and can be set parentals, blah, blah, blah. Spoiler alert. Household members? Yeah, no, don't even worry about it, fam. Because other people, literally across states, countries, and stuff, are literally using this to share games with each other. Literally. You literally can play each other's games, no problem at all. Up to 5 fucking people. Ain't that some shit, chat?
Call people out. I prefer it to be for, you know, more serious offenses. If he wants to be bad faith and he wants to continue spinning for Xbox, we know he does. Like, if you look at his thumbnails, the colors on his thumbnails, how he knows we're going to... I don't know. I just am always trying to... Yeah, pro is junk, does man's money. And especially, check... Microsoft, I guess. Hotmail. Not coming even doing that. It's self-inflicted harm. That's his fine. Like, maybe anti-play... that has the preference of, like, Xbox take issue with. Something that's, like... that has the preference... That's what I take issue with. Guns... obfuscation, critical of dishonest. That I think we should be far more quick to be critical of dishonesty.
I'm trying to remember who he's criticizing.
Obfuscation. That's where I set my guns zero in on that. Just boom. That's what I take issue with. Something that's like that has the preference of like Xbox and is like maybe anti-PlayStation, and that's what formulates their opinions. Okay, fine. If that's what he wants to do with his platform, that's his choice. And I got news for you. The guys that have been doing that, it's self-inflicted harm. Eventually, people are going to be like...
Okay, Corey, just to let you know, in order to do that stuff, you would have to see a certain video, because I can't tell you here, because the Nintendo fucking, well... ninjas will be looking and they're like, oh, we're going to copyright strike this. It's not too hard to do it on PC. but you would have to be required to get a Nintendo Switch that you can hack. Let's just say that.
I'm not coming to you for information. Also check your junk folder. Pro is junk, doesn't like. I don't know. I just am always trying to elevate. If we're going to be critical, if we're going to criticize, if we're going to call people out, I prefer it to be for, more serious offenses.
But we're not allowed to call you out when you have a bad take or you really fuck up on something.
He wants to be bad faith, and he wants to continue spinning for Xbox. We know he does. Like, if you look at his thumbnails, the colors on his thumbnails, how he covered the ABK stuff, how he's covered PlayStation, Xbox. Let him. Just let him. Let him do that. I don't mind letting people, here, take all the rope you want. You want to completely break your neck with bad takes and blatant biases? Go ahead. Like,
blatant biases. Motherfucker, look at your room. It's just blue. You never change it to like a different color. It's always fucking blue. You never change it to red, green, purple. You never have fun, but it's always fucking blue suspiciously. Very suspicious.
Everybody that's come at me with those accusations always dash on the rocks of time, because eventually people realize, maybe he was right about the merger. Maybe he was right about Xbox abandoning the power narrative. Maybe.
Are you sure about that? You were sure you were right about the
He was right about the Series S. Do you see? Like, my analysis of Xbox had nothing to do with like an anti-Xbox bias. It was based on, I'm a big Xbox fan, and you are failing me as a consumer. And look what's happening.
Right.
Everybody's coming around to that reality and that realization. These guys that have been running Defense Force for Xbox, they've been running Xbox Defense Force for years. Let them. I don't care. I have only ever taken strong issue with dishonesty.
Who's being dishonest here? Us or you, Reforge? I'm really curious.
With deception, with basically spinning things or misleading people. That's what I take issue with.
Ain't that right? Yeah, it was definitely Ubisoft silent. Oh, fuck yeah.
If somebody has a very strong bent towards Xbox, I don't care. Let them. Let them. I watched it.
But yet again, you bash the absolute hell out of the people that fanboy for Xbox, but never the PlayStation people. You tend to avoid that, Reforge. You notice that? You never bash on severely on the PlayStation fanboys versus the Xbox fanboys. What's up with that, Reforge?
Detective Seeds debate a guy, and I'm screaming at my phone. I'm like, he kept talking about how, it's just this perception. It's just this perception. And then he kept admitting he modifies and completely conditions and tweaks his perception to basically make it seem like it's an even race. It's fan fiction. Let them. Let them. Yeah, I actually got 2. Let them. My frustration has always been about how people misrepresented me.
Roy Forge, nobody's doing that to you. You and your psycho babbling on fucking YouTube is your own on demise. You fuck up so many times, it's not even funny. Especially the fucking where you would fucking say it was consumer friendly that Activision avoided Game Pass. You said that from your mouth. Nobody was fucking with it. You said that directly from your mouth.
People misrepresent.
Oh yeah, Corey. Yeah, emulation is free. Oh yeah.
And misquote me, or they take my clips and they misframe them. That's what frustrates me. I get way more frustrated by that than somebody who has an Xbox bias. Like, who gives a frick? Like Tim Dog, right? I don't back when Tim Dog was like heavy for Xbox.
Yeah, Tim Dog, that fucking idiot.
And he used his platform to attack me, and we have since buried the hatchet. We've DM'd. He's been very, very nice.
Okay, Corey, real quickly. So the differences between emulation and piracy is that piracy is that you're directly stealing stuff. Like you're taking things directly from the from like Nintendo. So say like so say basically if I went to a website, right? And I downloaded something. That's piracy. Direct piracy. But say like if you bought Tears of the Kingdom, right? And you had a way to rip it from that, that physical cartridge, and download it to your PC, that's legal to do. As long as you're not distributing it or anything, it's perfectly legal. You're using it within your means. You're not giving it to people. You're not, undermining the sale of Nintendo. You're not. Oh, God, yeah. LimeWire? Oh, yeah. LimeWire was like one of the best examples of piracy.
And he publicly apologized, okay? It'd be amazing if he went back and deleted that tweet. I just thought about that, but who cares? It's old. It's ancient history. So, like, I had no problem with people having an Xbox bias. I was always frustrated by people attacking me.
Oh, they're always attacking me, even though you had the same shitty opinions. God. Oh, my God. Well, Raymond, that's the thing, though. Since it was taken technically from the Wii, that was technically emulation right there that they used. So all they did was just copy it over. And they didn't and like you said, they didn't say put it behind a paywall like Yuzu. That's totally, you got it.
It's like, I'm being critical of Xbox. Why are you attacking me? I'm not attacking you. You see the difference? I go high, they go low. Every time. For 2 years now. I go high, they go low. I go high, they go low. Let them. So, yes, if
I go high while you go low, motherfucker, you wished fucking you said basically that if MBG commits if MBG end games, we're gonna have blood on our hands. You're not squeaky clean at all, Reforge.
If Destin's been super negative about the Pro and he doesn't think it's worth it and he's been encouraging people to not get it and then he went and bought one, who cares? Let him. At the very least, it might change his mind and he might tell people, hey, I doubted this thing and I didn't think it was worth it. Let me tell you, I bought one, I played some games, it's worth.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me too. Let's not even talk about Suicide Squad. Remember that one? Remember how you were bashing on people about how you were speaking for a dead man and your sources that you cited turned out to be fake? Yeah, remember you were talking for a dead man, Reforge? Not a really good look.
Or if he buys it and he plays some games and he says, still not worth it, fine. So make the world, that's what.
Yeah, Corey, you got it. You got the right mindset. That's correct, Corey. Don't doubt yourself. But that right there, you got it. You're 100% correct.
Makes the world go round. Different opinions, different vantage points, different ideas and experiences. Let them. I don't care.
Oh, Reforge, you're an absolute fucking mess. This one I'm saving for a video. This one is an interesting one. All right, chat. What do we want to end this on one? Do we want to end this one on some Riri? Or do we want to end this on some... we got to end this on some MBG. Which one sounds good? Y'all tell me. MBG or Reforge? Yeah, I know it's gonna be spooky month. Oh yeah, we're gonna get spooky up in this bitch. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Let me do a poll. Yep, fine. We're doing a poll. Y'all asking for a poll. Yep, looks like MBG's winning that one real fucking good. I'll give it one more minute. Silent, you know damn well she's not going to play any of those games. You know damn well. Well, Mustang, to be completely honest with you, bro, if you're looking for a pre-build, you might want to search online, bro. Search online. Look around the price. Actually, you know what? I still have that bookmark. If you go into my video where I was talking about Reforge, I have the bookmark right there. If you could build your own PC, you could get a pretty strong one for the same price. Oh no, Silent, she'll be clawing my eyes out before she even decides, okay? She'll get the kitty cat claws out and be clawing these eyes out, okay? Pre-builts, basically, Corey, are, pretty much built. They're built ones. Silent, I can't wait to get my hands on Sparking Zero. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be in my fucking hand soon. All right. All right, chat. Looks like MBG won. All right, MBG won.
We have Captain Hook. He says God of War Ragnarok appears to be disappointing on Steam with less than half of God of War 2018's peak players, and reviews are only 67% positive. What happened?
I know what happened. The PSN requirement is the fucking problem. And from what we saw online with the best-selling and all that type of stuff, Ragnarok was topping those charts for a while, which is a pretty good fucking sign.
Well, PC players will tell you that God of War Ragnarok is failing on PC because of the PlayStation Network requirement.
If you're wondering what video it is, it's... sorry about that, chat. Didn't mean to do that. This one right here. Reforge Gaming tries to defend the price tag of the PS5 Pro. That one in the description, you will literally see a link down there to where you could see the not the pre-build, but the, build right there. That's the same price as the PS5 Pro.
There is now a mod that lets you bypass the PS Network requirement.
No problem, Mustang.
Has there been an uptick in players since this mod dropped? I do think that the PSN requirement probably stopped some people, but I'm going to be honest, man. People need to, like, see the forest for the trees here.
No, we fucking don't. Fuck off, fucking MBG. No, we don't. We're not going to take it over and take it in our butts like you like to, okay? We know you like to clap them cheeks for Sony. We don't. We make their cheeks clap for us.
The days of Sony making a big splash on PC with their games is over.
No, it's not. Are you fucking kidding me? Did we forget about Helldivers 2 when it went day and date and they enforced the login requirement? 60% of that game was sold on PC. 60% of the player base was on PC. Are you fucking kidding me? MBJ, I'm still getting Reforged stuck on my tongue. Are you kidding me? Sony smells the money. They know where it is. If they just get the head out of their ass, they can make money.
For now, anyway. Like, I don't want to say it's over completely, but unless it's like Bloodborne, unless it's like another Helldivers 2 situation.
Well, maybe if they took off the PSN requirements and actually went day and date with games, there would be more success. Huh. Shocker.
The novelty is gone.
Yeah, the novelty is gone.
And that was always going to happen.
Not in the way you're thinking, but hey.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it's a natural, it's just a natural situation where when God of War 2018 came to PC, I think people need to realize, like, dude, that was the first time God of War ever made its way to PC. Like, this was a game that people truly believed this is never leaving PlayStation. And then it came to PC. And I think there was just this natural level of like, holy shit, I'm playing God of War on PC. So, it's, you know, that's my opinion anyway. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that that's how I see it. I do. Like,
no, you're right though, MBG. That novelty is finally gone. We've gotten used to the fact that it's being brought to our platform. We're like, yeah, this is typical now. We don't mind it now. It's not like, holy shit, there's PlayStation games finally coming to PC. Oh my god.
Like I said, I do think the PlayStation Network account requirement, I do think that is stopping some people, but if people really think that the difference between 30K players and 75K players is a PlayStation Network account, they don't know what they're talking about. That's not
let me hear that again.
Think that the difference between 30K players and 75K players is a PlayStation Network account. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Go look at the fucking reviews, MBG. People are pissed about the PSN requirement. But that's the difference. Okay, Scooby-Doo, where's the fucking evidence?
That's not why there's that big of a difference. If you said the difference between 30K and 40 or 45K is 10,000 players that would have played aren't because they don't want a PSN count, maybe. But we're talking about, you know, we're talking about like almost a 40K player difference. People are just, you know, they're not as hyped for it. It's a sequel, you know?
No, people aren't hyped for it because it's a sequel, because it's been out for fucking years. Everybody that was interested has already fucking played it on their PS4 or PS5. And it's so fucking late for them to release it that all the hype for that game is finally gone. So it's like, why the fuck would I spend this money when I could just go watch all the cutscenes on YouTube right now?
Do you think their ports are too far out from release?
Wait, what? Den, what do you mean that's a dig at PlayStation? Like, what do you mean that's a dig at the PlayStation players? I'm actually kind of curious. I'll give Dan a minute to. No, he's arguing due to the fact that since it's on PC, not a lot of people on PC like sequels. That's what he's arguing. That it's a sequel because it's not doing too good because it's a sequel, which is stupid. It really is.
You're asking,
Come on.
does this move Sony closer to maybe abandoning them? Well, that's kind of the question here, right?
Goddamn, they really
I don't
want
know
to
that we
abandon.
can determine if Ragnarok is a failure on PC. The reason why I say that is because
They sold like 800,000 fucking copies for a game that's like what, 2 or 3 years old. That's pretty fucking good. I think Sony's happy with that. I think they're finally realizing, fuck, we better do day and date. We can actually earn more fucking money.
I don't know. Do you know what Sony's internal expectations were for this? I don't. Do they look at 30K and I don't know. How many sales does 30K equate to, roughly? I don't even know. Was Sony expecting just as many sales as God of War 2018? Were they expecting more? I feel like it's impossible for us to determine this if we don't know what Sony's expectations are.
Here's Sony's expectations. To make as much money as fucking possible and to spread to the PC platform. That's what they want.
That's why I don't know that I can. I wish I could tell you. Like, does this mean you're saying if their expectations are that low, why even bother? Well, I don't know, man. I guess it's just it's a matter of like. I guess maybe you'd have to view it like this. If God of War Ragnarok makes Sony, I don't know. If it makes them just like,
come on, MBG,
$20 million or something. If you're Sony, like that's not a massive amount of sales.
That's not a massive amount of Oh, fuck me, chat. That's not a massive amount of sales. Are you fucking kidding me, MBG? If I sold a product and I gained back 20 million fucking dollars, I'd lose my fucking shit. I'd be going bonkers.
But that's $20 million. You know? Well, actually, you know what? 20 million might be way too high. 20 million might be way too high. Let's say 10 million.
Even 10 million, that's still plenty enough.
Can you explain with a cake analogy?
God, don't do it. Please don't. MBG.
Yes, I can, Mr. Bills. Here's the analogy. If you're Sony and you got this cake, right? This cake's it's a full cake. You got the whole cake, you got the icing, you got the cherry on top. No problem. It's not the biggest cake in the world, but it's pretty big.
Yep.
It's more than enough.
He's doing it.
But then you get this like kind of micro cake that comes in. This small cake. It looks the same, right? It looks almost exactly the same as your regular cake, but it's just really, really small. It's like almost like bite size. And of course, the first thing you think is, well, that's not as good. That's not the same as my full cake here. Now,
but you get more cake. But you get more fucking cake, though. Instead of appropriately growing your fucking base on PC, you're constantly fucking it up. Like, imagine going into the kitchen. I'm gonna fucking throw this right back into his face. Imagine going to the kitchen and purposely fucking with the chef, and so he fucks up the order, and then he brings it back, and then it's like, the fuck, man, you fucked up. You are literally your own worst enemy in that situation.
Grown man here. Sony's a grown man. I need a full cake. Yeah, like a cupcake. There you go. I knew there was a word for that. Or a pancake. No. Yeah, it's basically like a cupcake. There you go. This is why I rely on my chat to help me with these analogies. You got a regular cake, and then you got your cupcake.
Oh my god.
And if you're Sony, is that cupcake really doing much? No, it's not. It's not doing much. But does it hurt? No, probably not. So just take
Corey.
the cupcake,
yeah.
man. That's all I'm saying. People just tuning in, they're like, bro, what the hell is... We're doing a God of War Ragnarok PC analogy using cakes. Mr. Bills requested it. Cake does sound good right now, though, doesn't it? Mr. Bill says thank you very much. You know what I love most? Mr. Bills, I have to tell you, the only reason I'm I made this happen for you is because I like the fact, I like your profile picture, the one of Patrick Star. And I just feel like it's like Patrick asking me, you know? I'm like, I can't ignore that. But yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, I think it's just because Sony has a dedicated studio for PC ports. And I think that it's just a matter of this is just in the name of extracting as much extra money as possible. And
no fucking shit, Sherlock Holmes. What conclusion did you draw to that? What quantum physics did you decide to go to that whiteboard over there and fucking draw out on top of there? What oh my god. Whew.
And even though it might not be a lot, it's like certainly nowhere near. God of War Ragnarok on PC didn't make anywhere near the amount of money that this game made for Sony back in 2022 when it launched for PlayStation 5.
No shit. No shit. But there's some credentials that you're missing. If it released day and date and didn't have the PSN sign-in requirement, it probably would have sold just as much. But, you know, here we are again. Boy.
But that's not the point. The point is, did it make us some money? Yes, it made you some money. Okay. That's money we'll put in our pocket. That's money that we can turn to investors and say, we're making more money on these games. We're not making the most, but we're making more.
No shit. So they could literally tell them, like, hey, we're still growing here. You could keep investing with us. It's all about that money, money, money.
Now,
ain't that
to
the
answer
truth,
the
power?
question, does this make Sony inch closer to day and date for their single-player game?
Yes. Yes. You guys literally have 4 fucking games that are directly day and date with PC. And they've done very fucking well, except for Concord, because Concord was an absolute fucking mess.
Or walk it back. I mean, you have to think about it from the shareholder's perspective, right? If you're a shareholder and Sony turns to you and says, well, the games we're releasing on PC are not doing that well. Like God of War Ragnarok didn't make that much money. So we're questioning if we want to proceed with this. You know what the shareholder's going to do? The shareholder's going to say, but you launched Helldivers 2 day and date, and look at how many sales that made on PC. And obviously, we know that there's a difference between launching a single-player game day and date on PC and a multiplayer game that catches fire like Helldivers 2. But the shareholder doesn't know that, nor do they care. The shareholder's just going to...
They don't care about that. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, they do. You just gained this huge-ass revenue, and you're like, they're not going to fucking be impressed by it. Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid. Oh, my God, he's dumber than
See,
hell.
Sony, you launched this game day and date, and it made us a shit ton of money, and it got amazing sales. You should do this to all your games.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I think their games, their single-player games in particular, if they don't show signs of doing that well after a year or 2 years and then releasing them, and it's like, yeah, you're really not making much money this way, I actually think that kind of suggests to the shareholders, not Sony themselves, but at least to the shareholders, like, you guys should start going day and date.
No shit. No fucking shit. Why do you think they're pushing it? Because Sony is slow as hell to get the ports over to PC, and they're just like, you're missing out on potential sales here. You're missing out. And you're forcing people to have this requirements, like that shit needs to go. You're wasting your efforts here. That shit needs to go. And not having it released day and date too? You want to talk about crippling yourself right there? Dan, what he's talking about is that he's talking about shareholders, basically talking to PlayStation themselves about not having their games day and date. Because they look at the success that they had with Helldivers, they're like, you can have the same success if you just put them on PC.
Like, that's why you're not getting the sales. Like, you got to release it at the same time. And I feel like Sony's kind of in this awkward position where, I don't know, man. It's just weird because we see a game like Ghost of Tsushima, and that did really well. But then Ragnarok seemingly doesn't do that well.
It
and then
did
it's just
perfectly fine. And Ghost didn't shove the PSN requirements down our throats. And then everybody got back on Ragnarok when that mod came out to remove the PSN requirement to log in. Amazing how PC people fix their own fucking problems. Amazes me.
But I don't imagine, like, I know that there are some people who think that Sony's just going to walk away from PC, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, you need to get that thought out of your head.
Please do.
I don't mean to be the bearer of, like, bad news for some people, but that's not going to happen.
Thank God.
Like, Sony would piss off a lot of shareholders if they did that. They would piss off a lot of shareholders because you have to understand, like, the shareholder mindset, I'm not saying, I mean, there probably are certain shareholders that are educated, but some of them just really don't know how this works, and they don't understand, like, why Sony might want to back away from the PC market if they feel as though it's not really working out for them.
They fix their fucking strategy, they'll be perfectly fine.
I don't know, man. It's a balancing act for Sony. That's what I'm trying to say. They have to consider what, their own experience, what they know, but review the leaks for tomorrow. Wait, did stuff leak out? Well, hold on. I want to make sure I catch up on these super chats. I've been talking too long on this one.
And that's pretty much it, chat. That's, good God, the brain rot. Thank God that's all done with. Holy hell. Anyway, chat, thank you all very much for coming out. I really do appreciate it. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's always so fucking fun to hang out with you guys every single Sunday. And a lot of people sending me like, Gar, you don't have to stream every single Sunday. You go fucking relax. Like, nah, it's time for me to hang out with everybody here and be an absolute fucking, be Gar, be an absolute fucking Dennis the fucking menace up in this bitch, And don't worry about it, Spec. View time, I appreciate. Don't even worry about it. But Induction and Yami, everybody that donated, everybody that did memberships, I truly do appreciate it. So, like I always say, right before I end these streams, thank you very much for coming out to spending some time with me on this fine Sunday. And I hope to see you guys in the next Sunday or next video I drop. I don't know, depending on what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I'll see y'all soon. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Later. Whatever the fuck I usually say. I'm fucking up still. Later, guys.